Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. This is midweek, man. We made it again. Going on to that Thursday where we're right over that little last hill into Friday and the weekend. So congrats. Just keep on moving, and we are almost there. What's going on with you, Jay, man? How you feeling?
Good. Just sore. Just sore. Obviously, got to catch up on some rest. That's it. Because it was cool though. I got my guests checked in. They're here for the next like 3 4 days. So
Yeah.
I get to rest up the next few days. You know what I mean? I had to get up early because whenever I have to transition guests, it's always like you know
Right.
they drove
Right.
they drove about they drove about 13 14 hours. So they were coming from some part of Utah. So.
Oh, okay.
And they have two of their dogs with them. So that's a
Gotcha.
long one. I know that's a long one. So I got them in at a good time, and then yeah, I obviously have to cook still. I didn't eat, so I got everything marinating and everything gonna be ready. So after my show, I'll be able to cook.
Oh, okay.
Boom. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
um,
sir.
yeah. So we've been lifting really hard lately, and I decided. This is the funny thing is like I had an appointment to go see a chiropractor.
Yeah.
And I made this appointment like a while back, and then today came around. I had to go to work, and I was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to make it. And I never got to this. I never went to this guy before. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm just going to like not show up type thing. I was even going to call him and just
Oh,
cancel.
okay. Uh-huh.
But something told me just to like go because like the work, like I finished everything right before, like half an hour before my scheduled appointment and everything.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to the chiropractor, and I haven't gone to the chiropractor in about 8 years.
Yeah.
So literally, when he like adjusted, like not only like right when he felt my back, he knew exactly where all my tension points were, but
Yeah.
like when he adjusted me, like one of the places, like the one where I felt like the most tension, when he
Hmm.
cracked that, like I literally said like, "Whoa!" Like you know what I mean as he did it because it just the feeling of it, like, oh my God, that was kind of scary just
Yeah.
because like so much of it just like cracked, and yeah, it was kind of scary in a way, but man, did it feel good. And I like right now I feel so much more straighter and so much better. I feel like sometimes it's really, I know for you, like, you're into like doing the icing and you have other methods, but in general, I think going at least once, especially if you're like lifting, going once a month to the like chiropractor just to get yourself aligned is so important.
It's definitely. I'll give you that. I think it's very important. I don't do it ever because last time I did it, dude, it takes me like a whole day, maybe 2 days to recover. Like
Yeah.
I feel absolutely obliterated. Like after I get aligned and then they crack everything, bro, I can't even, my functionality, I'm so weak that I can barely walk. Like I don't even want to cook or do any, like it's like a whole recovery process, bro. Like I'm not even that bad when I get injured. Like it takes that much out of me. Like it's so I don't do it. Yeah, you're right. I do. I'm an ice person. You know what I mean? I love to ice. I always put a heating pad. I'll do all that stuff, like even like hot bath. I'll do all that type of stuff before I go to a chiropractor.
Right, right.
It is important though. It's good. Like it does like like it does help for sure for long run. It
Yeah,
definitely does
it
help. Like,
makes a world of difference, and it really does. Like you really feel
yeah,
straighter. Like you
yeah,
said,
of
though,
course.
I did feel a little sick to my stomach after everything was said
Yeah,
and done, but
of
it was
course.
only for like a couple hours, and then I felt good again. So
Yeah,
it was kind of like all this released maybe toxins
yeah,
or whatever. It's just
of
like came
course.
over your body. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like I said, for me, it just takes hella long to recover. I don't know why. I've always been like that. Like
Yeah,
especially just I don't know, just with chiropractor. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's weird to me. But
yeah,
yeah, it definitely after I did recover, I was like, okay, cool. Now I could build myself back up. It was weird. It's like you build yourself. Like I'd have to build myself back up to get in that level of I don't know. Maybe it's called tight or I don't even know. It's weird because I feel so loose after the chiropractor.
exactly.
Like but I feel like I lift to get more tight. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain because it's really good for you. I'm not saying it's bad for you. I just don't like the actual recovery for me, like having to recover from it. Like I said, like I remember last time I went, it was years ago. You know what I mean? I could barely drive myself home, and it was all, dude, literally only down the hill. I could barely get in the car and drive myself home. That's how fucking weak I was. Like, oh my God. Like, like I could barely drive home. Luckily, it was like early in the morning type stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. There's not a lot of people on the road, and I could barely drive myself home.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, I could just take a Waymo down there. So if I had to.
Right.
AI, baby.
We got Cooper Hardstein in the house. They say hi. How are you still? What's going on? What's going on?
What up?
We are well. We are well. Hope everything is well with you as well. That was a pretty cool rhyme. And shout out to the 25 people watching right now. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. Let's get it on. Let's get it on and move with the show. So,
yes, sir.
Let's get into our Jay, did you know segments? Let's see here. Jay, did you know that there was a discovery in remote bushland which prompted renewed calls to combat Aussie crisis, which is basically concerning 5 million feral donkeys?
What? Donkeys? Is that what you said?
They have one of the biggest wild populations in the world.
I did not know.
Yeah. So they Australia has a problem with donkeys, and they are trying to battle that problem.
I'm surprised. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Jay, did you know that they are placing restrictions to avoid water recreation fishing at popular Pierce County Lake due to toxic algae?
No, I didn't know that. Where's
This
that?
lake is in the Tacoma area of Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of lakes over there,
I didn't know. That's why I'm asking.
So yeah, they definitely have a lot of lakes, but they're having a lot of problems right now with the toxic algae blooms.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. Let's see what else we got for you, Jay. Let's see. Jay, did you know that there's a new study that reveals unexpected side effect of having more electric vehicles on the road?
What's the study? I'm curious.
It says that the more electric vehicles that are on the road, it's not just cutting down on pollution and making it cleaner air, but they said that there's actually been a pretty huge decrease and about 83% of dust pollution from brakes.
I believe it. Totally believe it.
Because that's huge. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine every car all the time braking and all this dust coming up. So yeah. There's a lot less dust from the braking now.
Yeah, you have there's always pros and cons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those would be pros. There's the cons are pretty big too when you think about it.
Right. Let's see here. Jay, did you know that in New York, during these heat waves that are happening right now, their electricity prices spiked to basically $3,000 per megawatt hour, or over 50 times the typical price.
Yes, I did know that. And now think about if everyone had electric there. Shit. Fuck. You're absolutely screwed if everyone all had electric there and no gas powered vehicle. Oh, bro. Their grid would just, oh my God. All bad. That's funny because as soon as you said New York, I thought you were going to say something else about New York. I didn't know you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something else. That's what's funny.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say I don't know why I was thinking this, but in New York, dogs are legally recognized as members of the family. I just thought that's what you're going to say since my dog's just chilling.
I mean, that doesn't even have to be like a law. I think most people would just agree with that. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. It better be law. That's dogs are family. Like,
That's what
you
I'm
know what
saying.
I
I
mean?
think most people
Yeah.
already like kind of know that. So like, I don't think they have to.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Um, Jay, did you know that there's a new popular? It's not even new, but there's a popular Southern trend that basically what they do is they put peanuts, roasted peanuts, into Coca-Colas.
What?
They
Really?
snack The snack balances the sweet and complex flavors of Coca-Cola with the saltiness of the nuts. You get the crunch of the nuts along with the liquid refreshment.
Really?
Yeah,
No, I didn't know that.
yep. So it's a popular,
I had no idea.
you
I
know.
had no idea.
Let's see what else we got. Jay, did you know that a California seagull hitched a ride on a garbage truck and took an 80-mile journey to a compost facility? Then it happened again.
What? No, I didn't know.
I guess they had a tracker on that seagull and they saw that it like basically did that, you know?
It hit your ride, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Let's see here. Do you know what sargasm is?
Sargasm?
Yeah.
No.
I guess it's like the seaweed and kelp. It's like all the junk that washes up ashore from like the oceans.
Okay.
So there, Jay, did you know that in certain Caribbean islands right now, they, I guess there's so much of that sargassum that it's threatening the tourism over there.
Oh shit. No, I
Like
didn't
all
know.
this like kelp and stuff is really like they can't even control it. It's just so much, you know?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Jay, do you know, or did you know, that there is a scientific study that says that people get more car sick in EVs than regular cars?
I read that. I don't know since I don't own an actual EV, I don't know, But I mean, every time I've ridden in, the homies Teslas and stuff, obviously even yours, I'm cool. But I didn't
Yeah,
know that. I had no idea.
yeah. Yeah.
I
So
wonder
basically,
why.
it says because it's so much more like smoother,
No vibration.
no vibration and stuff. So
Okay.
it's hard to like when like
Okay.
you seen how like I passed up cars in my Tesla, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Some people they can't handle that kind of speed. So just because it's smooth, but they see how fast everything is going around them,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
car sick,
I can
you
see
know?
that. Yeah, because yeah, exactly. Because it's like you're floating, like you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
I can see
Yeah.
that. That makes sense.
Jay, this is an important one. Did you know that researchers from top AI labs, including Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic, warn they may be losing the ability to understand and advanced AI models?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I think they're getting too advanced for them. They're starting to like probably make their own languages and stuff like they already tried
Of
before.
course. Well,
You
that's
know,
that's we've been knowing about that for a long time.
they might have to shut it down.
Nah, stop. Let's not get carried away here.
Let's see what we got here. Jay, did you know that in an attempt to bring mammoth back to life, scientists created some kind of new strange creature?
No, I know they were trying to bring the mammoth back though. I remember reading about it.
Uh-huh. So basically, instead of creating the woolly mammoth, they created a woolly mammoth mouse.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Geniuses, bro. Come on, man. That's rookie. Don't be rookie like that, man.
Oh no.
They forgot some of the genes then, bro.
Oh no.
That's funny. Jesus.
Let's see. Jay, did you know that scientists revealed that a popular backpacking lake is full of poop?
That's terrible. Where?
It says that it exceeded the EPA safety threshold for fecal contamination by a staggering 384 times.
Oh hell no. Nope.
It's called Lonesome Lake, and it's in Wyoming.
That sucks.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No one should go there.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know why it sits at like 10,000 feet. I guess it says that there's like over 400 hikers per year visit it, so maybe all the hikers are just pooping in there. I guess I don't know.
It's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah,
God, that's terrible.
it's
That's
crazy.
terrible, bro.
Trying to understand why that's happening. It's like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. That just, I don't know. It's gross.
Yeah. People are weird sometimes.
It's just gross, though, bro. Are you comfortable? Good.
But it's like, I mean, when you're swimming in the ocean too, like people, they use the bathroom in the ocean all the time, and like
I don't know, man. I
we
don't go
dump
in the
our stuff
ocean.
into the ocean. You know what I
I
mean?
know we do. I've seen the cruise ships.
Yeah.
I used to, because when I've been on cruises, I was like, so where does everything go? And I asked the wrong question. I should have never, dude. And plus I had motion sickness too. So
I actually
yeah,
got motion sickness too before from that.
yeah. So I mean, they give you a pill like literally the size of not even a Tic Tac, and then you're
Yeah.
fine. But
Right.
I made the mistake of so I had a balcony, and yeah, I had to like figure out to close that fucking thing, or else I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
it didn't help that I was having alcohol as well, drinks. So it just
Right.
heightened the fact that I was like, oh my God, I was like floating. It's
So,
advised not to drink when you have that little ass pill.
oh really?
Yeah, it heightened it. So I was like, I didn't feel the motion anymore, but I was also like, oh boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I asked that question and I was like, oh my God, it goes right into there. Oh God, bro. Gross. It's fucking
Damn.
terrible, man.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
It's terrible. But you don't like I said, I have a thing with water anyway, you know that. I
Yeah.
don't mind jet skiing, all that stuff. You ain't seeing me jumping in no oceans, any of that stuff. No, thank you. Especially out here in SF, dude, that water is freezing. I don't
Yeah.
think we've ever had hot water there, in
Oh
the ocean right there. So
yeah.
I've been in the Atlantic, in like the Miami area where I could see through the water,
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's a little different, but still, you ain't gonna catch me, you know, jumping in the ocean. No, thank you.
Right. Right. Arizona, in San Diego, you can see it. It's pretty clear. You know.
Yeah, I believe that. Southern
But
Cal for sure.
they're having a whole like spill from Tijuana right now. So I don't know
Oh
if you want to
hell
use
no.
the ocean
Nope. No thanks, man.
you gotta pretty much go down to like Cabo to like enjoy some water out there.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
All right, Jay. So we're gonna get into your top 4 most snake infested lakes in Arizona.
In Arizona?
And in
Oh
Arizona,
damn.
yeah, because it is hot right now,
Yeah.
especially in Arizona, and that is people want to cool down. So let's let the average day Joes know where to watch out for snakes in Arizona. So just FYI, Arizona does have an estimated 41 species of snakes, which puts the Grand Canyon State second to Texas for highest diversity of snakes and greatest number of venomous snakes.
Of course.
That's pretty crazy.
It's Arizona, bro. It's desert.
No, I know. I know that. Okay, let's start with number 4.
Yes.
And just FYI, because a lot of this is rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes can and regularly do swim. Just FYI.
Oh hell no. Nope. Nope.
Okay, so and before we name the top 4, let's get into infinite improbabilities chat. What's going on, infinite improbability? Nice to see you on here.
What up?
They want to know did you have to take the pill a few times, or did you have it once and then your body
Once.
rested for the rest of the cruise?
Once, but it took about 13 hours.
Oh wow!
So to get accustomed to it, because I was done for with these waves, and then they gave me that little pill. But yeah, about 12 hours later, 13 hours later, it kicked in.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so probably like more than half a day, I was like laid up. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But once it kicked in, like I told you, it didn't help that I was like in that 12, 13 hour period, I was having a couple drinks because I thought like, okay, maybe if I have some drinks, it'll go away.
Right. Right.
That did not help. That did not help. But that's how my mind worked back then. So yeah, because I even worked out. Like when I was on the cruise ship, I worked out. They had a whole big ass gym and everything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's very limited to what they have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So like, you only have dumbbells up to I think it was 60. I was like, oh my god. Like I had to do like sets of like 50 to 100. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I warm up with the hundreds. So doing sets, with the 60s, I was like, oh my god, this is like paper.
Right. Right.
But
makes
it was
you look good, I guess.
Oh, I know, that's what I mean. Well, I'm just sitting there like. But I was really impressed. Like, and that was like a decade ago. But I was impressed with how big the gym was on the ship. They had so much stuff to work out with, whether it was treadmills, bikes, ellipticals, and then like you had a lot of like dumbbells, like even like certain like machines. I was like, wow, it was impressive.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like very impressive. Like I was like, wow, so.
Cruise ships are cool. They got pretty much everything on them you need,
Everything. There's not one thing they didn't have, like that I could think of. Like you have people that like me that always worked out. You have you had a track up there. I believe there was a hoop up there. Obviously there's pools, and then like there's just so many different. Dude, there was people shooting, like ski shooting. Like there's something for everyone. Exactly. Obviously the people who gamble, obviously people who shop, like everything there like was on the damn ship. Everything you could think of.
Right.
And then you had like obviously certain like live shows. You had even like certain theater type places you could go. Like there was something for everyone, bro. It's literally like everything you could think of in one place.
Right.
So you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, oh wow, like what would you like to do for the next like week? Yeah. Obviously when you dock at each island, then you obviously you got 8 hours on the island. But it's like everything is on that damn ship you could think of. Everything.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. And I know now, like I've seen they have these even bigger ships now. I'm like, holy shit, wow. They're huge. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, wow.
Some Titanic or what?
Yeah. Have you seen the like cruise ships these days? Oh my god, they're hella big.
Like which one? The Princess? Which one are you talking about?
I don't even know what it's called. Like I seen them on like TikTok and like social medias. Like there's like new ones that are like they're like I feel like they were double the size of the one I went on, and I went on a big ass one.
Oh really?
I was like, holy shit! Like yeah, dude, they got a foot. You would think it's a damn amusement park on the top. I'm like, holy shit! Like dude, there's ones that have like they have fucking where you have go-karts on them up top, and you can race. Yeah, obviously there's slides and stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like there's hella different things on top. I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy.
When we rolling?
The thing with cruises, man, is like obviously it sucks. The one thing that they're not friendly with is dogs, like pets, and obviously I can't leave my dog like that. I could never. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not even any like I think there's only like 2 cruise ships that allow dogs. That's it. Out of all hundreds of them.
So you telling me we taking your dog to Europe?
Yes, that how'd you know there were European ones?
This guy.
How did you know that?
There is. Well, my mom should be traveling, man.
Oh yeah, so those are the only ones that that allow dogs. Exactly. And I'm like, man, I don't know why. It's weird though. Like, I don't know why we wouldn't even allow that. That's weird to me. Like, if I was passionate about cruises and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start up my own cruise line. That's the first damn thing I would do. Everyone would line up to be like, damn, oh, we got a cruise ship that allows pets. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that, like I said, that's part of the damn family. I don't want to leave my dog in some fucking little dog hotel out here. You know what I'm saying? Screw that. I would never. My dog is a lot. He should be able to see the world with me. You know what I mean?
It's called WAG Hotel, FYI.
Yeah, I know. I've driven past a wag. That's what I mean. Why would I ever in life be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drop you off here? Fuck that. I'm not into that shit. If I'm gonna see the world, he's gonna see the world with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're very passionate about it, I can tell.
Damn right, dude. Everyone in America should be. We just were talking about it. Dogs are family. If you grow up with dogs, that's your family. Like it doesn't matter. It's your family. That's why if I ever see people treating their pet weird, and I mean bad, like they deserve to be just punched in the face, bro. Don't ever. If you have a pet and you treat your pet like shit, oh man, you shouldn't be around me. Should not be around me. And so I have friends that work at those places that like the dog hotels, this and that, and they tell me like, oh yeah, there's these people, bro. I don't even understand why they have a pet. They'll drop off the pet and they'll come back 3 months later. Like, what the hell? Are you crazy? 3 months? Like, yeah. And like even my friend will get mad and I'll be like, I would be pissed. I'll be like, hold on, you're gonna drop, and they'll pay. They don't care. They'll pay however much. They really don't care. I'm like, man, why the hell do you have a pet in the first place? Are you serious? That's weird to me, bro. It's very odd to me. But yeah, that's yeah. I even it doesn't matter if it's a dog, if it's a cat, like same thing. That's your pet. You know what I'm saying? Like, at my Airbnb, you know how many people I get that travel with cats, just as much as dogs. I have people that travel with birds. I've had people travel with their rabbit, their they're like lizards, I believe it's iguanas or whatever they're called. Like, especially from that side of the world when they're moving to out here, obviously, but it's like people travel with their pets, man, and I'm obviously in my city, I'm one of the pet friendly places. Everyone tells me like, oh, I'm so glad you're pet friendly. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of people. So I have a pet. He's triple coat. So he sheds everywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm used to having to clean that shit up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I get someone in my Airbnb that has a pet, they understand to try and keep it clean. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't mind cleaning up after it because your pet is your family.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So let us get into your top 4 Arizona lakes that are snake infested.
Crazy.
Number 4, we have Meatree Lake, which is located in the far southwest corner of Arizona, just north of Yuma, right near the California state line. And it says that in 2016, 20 southern banded water snakes were pulled from the area.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to number 3. Your number 3 most infested Arizona lake, snake infested, would be Lake Pleasant. It says over the years, semi-aquatic snakes have made headlines at Lake Pleasant. The lake is located less than an hour north of Phoenix. According to World Atlas, a gopher snake once slithered aboard a motorboat on Lake Pleasant, and rattlesnakes have been filmed swimming across the surface.
Nope. Didn't you live by there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah, but I never.
Oh, you never went? Oh, hell no. I'm cool, bro. Nope.
At number 2, we have Lake Powell, which is a man-made reservoir along the Colorado River that reaches across Utah and Arizona state line. Visitors might spot any of the following snakes. You have the black-necked gardener snake, the common king snake, gopher, glossy snake, long-nosed night snake, patch-nosed, striped white whip snake, wandering garter snake, and a western rattlesnake.
Damn.
So you got a lot of snakes in Lake Powell. And your number 1 most infested snake lake in Arizona. This might surprise you, Jay, but it is Lake Mead.
Oh, really?
Yep, it is located in both southeastern Nevada and northwestern Arizona. Lake Mead's water comes from the Colorado River. Lake Mead's approximately 247 square miles and is plenty of room for the recorded 41 species of reptiles to take a cool dip. And some of the most venomous snakes in Lake Mead include the Mojave snake, western diamondback, southwestern speckled, and the sidewinder rattlesnake.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys are going up to Lake Mead, just I actually went swimming in Lake Mead before with when I was living in Vegas.
Good job. Hell no.
I never got bit.
Um,
Thank God.
thank God, man. If there's dude, that's hella snakes there. Oh hell no.
I know.
Crazy. Nope.
All
None of that.
all right. So that is our Jay Did You Know segment. Now let us get into our sports trending topics with MLB scores to start with. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what games are current. Let's see. Oh, we don't have any current games? No way. Today's
No,
Wednesday, right?
they're all done. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all done. Wow. That's a first. That's a first, bro. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. No. Wow. Okay. Let's start. Hold on one second. Damn, I can't believe we don't have any current ones. Wow. Okay. All right. So the Reds beat the Nationals 5-0. Padres lost to the Marlins 3-2.
No.
Giants on a win streak, 2 in a row. Finally, man. The Giants beat the Braves 9-3.
Makes sense. They're playing the Braves. They have to be brave.
Yeah, well, they won 9-0 yesterday. So
Well,
they put
sure.
up 9 runs for 2 straight games. Someone had to talk with someone. This is good. It's good to do this now since there's 162 games. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's good that they went through that little losing streak of 2 weeks of losing every game. So
Mm-hmm.
get back on this win streak.
Exactly.
All right. Pirates beat the Tigers 6-1. Mets beat the Angels 6-3. Royals beat the Cubs 8-4. The Rockies beat the Cardinals 6-0. Astros beat the Diamondbacks 4-3. Brewers beat the Mariners 10-2. Dodgers beat the Twins 4-3. Guardians beat the Orioles 3-2. The Red Sox beat the Phillies in extra innings 9-8. The Blue Jays beat the Yankees 8-4. I had the Blue Jays and the Yankees, they were trending earlier because the Yankees had a lot of, let's say, errors in the game. More errors than they had hits, which is not a good thing. I saw some of the things that people were talking about, and that was very un-Yankee-like. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, a lot of people were pretty pissed off about that when they were watching that. But yeah, so I knew, yeah. But the good thing with Aaron Judge, he's about to be top 5 in home runs in Yankee history. That's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
that's good. That's good company to keep because when you're in the names of Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, that's some big boy stuff, man. So big up to Aaron Judge. That's kind of cool. I like Aaron Judge. He's a good player.
Definitely.
The White Sox beat the Rays 11-9, and the Rangers beat the A's 2-1. That was all the games today. I'm surprised that there are none going on right now. That's rare. Usually we always have at least 2 going on at this time.
Right.
It's very rare. Very rare. But yeah, that's all the ones trending for sure. That's it.
Right. And that's all sports or just baseball?
Just baseball. But I don't have any other trends in other sports anyway.
Oh, okay. So that's all you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Gotcha. Did you ever find out if what we were talking about yesterday was true or not? Like if it really did go down, the retirement with
I'm guessing it did. Like I said, for the Honey Badger is just not big news these days, man.
I guess not.
He's not I don't know why, but that just goes to show you how important of a player he was. I didn't think, I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was great. So yeah, nothing really. It wasn't talked about a lot. No, not at all. But I'm guessing it was real,
Honey Badger retired after 12 seasons in the NFL, right?
Yeah. And like I said, they didn't make a big deal. Nothing. No one made a big deal out of it at all.
Okay.
He didn't get like I said, I didn't think he was that great to begin with anyway. So,
He got his name. He got his name called. So
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of course, yeah. Just to make it in the league, you've done work. You know what I mean? But I thought he was, he was good at really marketing his name. Let's say, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I always thought he was an overrated player. That's my
yeah,
personal opinion.
for
That's
sure.
my personal opinion. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So,
All right.
but yeah,
Yes.
just to let you know, the Giants finally, I told you they won twice, right? But Verlander got his first win of the year.
Oh, did he?
Yes. In his 17th start, mind you. You heard what I
Dang.
just said, 17th start. Yeah. So I'm just letting you know I wanted to throw that in there because, you know, back-to-back wins, but Verlander got his first win.
Oh,
This is a
wow.
guy that was one of the best pitchers in life like 5 to 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Verlander, come on, bro. He's in his like 20th season or 21st season.
Mhm.
It took him 17 starts to get a win, but he finally got one. Hopefully
Right.
he can ride this out and be like, all right, cool. My team is putting up some runs for me. Now start pitching, If even
Right.
if it is his last season, at least start pitching great.
That's true.
Yeah, man. So we good.
All right. Let us move on then into our main trends of the day. And the first one we're going to get into it is kind of breaking, I guess. No, it's not really breaking, but it is the title of our show. Jay, what is going on with this whole Epstein file stuff and Trump?
Oh, well, President Trump was being forced kind of to you know, put his money where his mouth is, bro. So he had to release the Epstein files, because what's trending today in X big, obviously Elon's platform is Trump is in the Epstein and then obviously files. So, you know, everyone is talking about Trump in the Epstein files, you know what I mean? The DOJ had told Trump back in May that his name is among many in the Epstein files, so that's probably why Trump didn't want to release him right off the bat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, Cash Patel, he was telling President Trump that and the administration that your name has appeared multiple times in there. You know what I mean? So not
Oh,
only
really?
Cash Patel but Bondi. Everyone knows that. Even President Trump knows his name was in there because when you're just that high up, you're affiliated with people who, even if they are criminal, you know what I mean? So I don't know why his name is in there, obviously, but his name is in there. So
Well, like you
yeah,
said, he was like such a big name before he was a
yeah,
president, and
of course.
everybody basically knew him. So it doesn't matter. Like until he's proven guilty, like even if his name is in there, it doesn't prove anything.
I know, but him not releasing it, like once again, this goes back to psychology and behavior. Him not releasing it right off the bat says a little something to me that shit, like, oh man, like he should have, in psychology or just behavior, like if nothing, you're not, if there's nothing to hide, should have just released it right then and there. Not have anyone force you to, just release it.
Right.
So that tells me there's a little something in there he may not want someone to see or read,
Yeah.
you know? So it sucks, but President Trump he's done good as president. Obviously, I voted for him, and even, years ago I voted for him his first term, but this is a little this kind of sucks, but you know, we'll see
Yeah.
where it goes. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Definitely.
So
It's one of those things, man. I mean, as of right now, yes, it kind of looks like it's like he's guilty because of the way he is acting,
yeah,
but hopefully, he'll be good. That
I don't think he engaged with child pornography and all that bullshit, but obviously when you're associated with certain people, you kind of know about things. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So yeah, like I said, having a little riffraff with Elon didn't help. You know what I mean? Because obviously that's trending really high on X. Over 200,000 people are posting about this. So, and that's Elon's platform. So, yeah, you know,
And we
yeah.
got we got Michael Tominski in the house, my brother. What's going on? Nice to see you on here. Thanks for being on here. He wants to know, what do you guys think about the numerous photos of Trump with underage women and the many women that came out against him even before his run for presidency?
What do you mean by underage? You mean, are you talking about under 18 or under 21?
I don't know.
That's what I'm
Reading the
curious
comments.
about. That's what I'm
For me
curious about.
personally, there, like I said, he was a big name in the game, in the space. So he could have been in the pictures. I'm not saying that he's guilty or he's not guilty, because for all we know, like the way he's acting right now, it kind of seems like he's guilty and he did something that he's hiding. But at the same time, in this country, we do have that. If you're not guilty until you're proven guilty. So even if it looks really bad, and Michael's saying under 18, Jake, but yeah, it
Oh,
looks, yeah, but it looks really bad. Yeah, no, definitely, I definitely agree. But until we actually know the truth and the facts, for all we know, it could be just be like pictures, that were taken, but nothing ever really happened. So who knows? It could have not. I don't know. You know.
I like to put my faith in the right places, so I'd like to hope that he wasn't involved with anything under 18. So
Exactly. Exactly.
I I try to, yeah, that's
But
how I try to view it.
let me ask you this, though, Jay. If something does come out where he did do stuff, with underage, under 18, how would you view him in the same light, or would you view him in a
Nope.
different?
I'd be like Elon Musk on him, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'd be pro, like, all right, Elon, put out that new party and let's go, bro. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, president, come on. You know what I mean? Because I'd be pissed off. I'd be pretty pissed off.
I know. I know.
You know?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I want to give the guy the.
Exactly. Benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, I don't think he was fucking with under 18, like child pornography bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I voted for the guy twice. Like, he's, so yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely agree with you, though, Jay. If we find out that he has been kind of doing the same thing, which we're
I
pretty
don't think
much
he has.
really against, then yeah, it's going to be a whole different shed of light on
I
it. And
don't think he has, man.
yeah,
I'm not going with that. So
we'll see. We'll see.
yeah.
At this point, there's nothing to say that he has. Yes, pictures are pictures, but as at this point, the pictures don't make you guilty. You know what I mean?
I
That's
know.
even in like I don't know if you guys remember Tupac's case, but basically like same thing kind of almost happened where like because he was this famous guy, he got what I mean. He went to
What are
jail
you
for
talking
something.
about? The rape?
Yeah, the rape charges and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was
Supposedly he
trash.
didn't like. Yeah, it wasn't even like him that was in
That
there.
was trash.
Yeah. So we'll see. That's true.
But that's the difference. You can't put yourself in situations where you can, even if you didn't do it, you're still associated with the wrong kind, the wrong
Right.
people.
Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. So
Definitely. Definitely. He should
yeah,
definitely should not be mixing. I mean, he was just such a big figure
I
in the
know.
space though that he really was mixing with everybody. And who knows? Like maybe he didn't even know that Epstein. What he like? You know what I mean? Epstein could have told him this whole other.
When you're that high up, it's kind of like the whole Diddy thing. Everyone knew what Diddy was doing. Was anyone going to say nothing? No, because he's a big name, big money. You're associated, but you're like, I'll go to his party. Am I going to participate? No, I'm just going to his party to go. That's what I mean. You know what's going down, but it's like, you're kind of guilty by association, but you're not. You know what? I'm not even going to participate. I'm just going because it's Diddy's party. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? That's all. And I feel like him, President Trump, same thing. He knew everyone knows what's going on, but he's like, keep a distance. And I'm hoping he had kept that distance. That's what
Hopefully.
I'm hoping. That's it.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect, but
Exactly. That's
you
what I
definitely
believe.
should have morals and standards for your life.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But that guy was highly connected.
Yeah.
We know
Exactly.
he was highly connected. He was connected for over a few decades.
Yep.
So, yes.
And my brother wants to know, follow-up question is, have you looked into and or believe any of the women that came out against Donald Trump accusing him of sexual misconduct before?
I looked into the Stormy Daniels one, of course, the wrong one to look into because obviously she was already in that industry. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I believe a lot of that was it was half and half. You know, because I think she was just obviously to me everything's about bread. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
I think it was kind of like it could have been on both sides. You know what I mean? I think he kind of overstepped, and I think she wanted just a little payday. You know what I mean? So
You think that's what
I
it
think
was?
it was more. Yeah, I think it was more like I think it was more along those lines. Kind of like the whole Shannon Sharp thing we talked about the other day. Remember with his case?
Uh-huh.
I feel like it was the same type of thing with Trump and like Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as soon as you settle, you see how things get swept under the rug. No one talks about it no more
Uh-huh.
because you have once you sign those things, you have it signed. You sign NDAs. You're never allowed to talk about that stuff again.
Oh, I know.
It's like yeah, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, I believe he may have kind of overstepped a little, and I believe she was involved just as much as him. You know, with that whole case. I don't know about his other ones that your brother's talking about, but that's the
Yeah.
one I looked into because that was the most recent one. You know, that was
Uh-huh.
a few years ago. That was a few years ago, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, no one's perfect. I totally agree with that. We've all had our share of doing bad shit in life. So it's not for me to look down upon anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, any accusation of misconduct should be taken seriously, no matter who it's against. So,
Yeah,
and in Trump's case, many of these claims have either lacked some kind of evidence, weren't pursued in court, like you said, they were taken out of court and something was settled,
yeah,
or it came out at highly suspicious times, often right before elections or big political moments.
yeah.
So, it definitely raises real questions about the motives behind what people were accusing him of and when they were accusing him.
Of course.
So I don't know. Trump has been under nonstop attack from the media and political establishments since day one. So
Yep.
that definitely could be a part of it. Um, yeah, at the end of the day, I judge a leader by what they do for the country, not headlines, because we all know the media does spin things way out of proportion.
Of course.
Yeah. Not like I said though, not that he's not guilty, is just until there's actual proof that it wasn't stuff that's settled behind, closed doors and he's paying people out. If somebody actually really comes out and is like, no, I want to know like what's the best, and I want to I want some kind of uh, I want some kind of justice, and they keep pursuing it, then then it will be looked at a little bit differently.
Yep.
Um, Michael says, how do you guys feel about the Republican Party voting unanimously against releasing the Epstein files? Do you think this is consistent with their attempt as branding themselves as protecting kids?
I'll let you answer that one.
Um, I didn't even realize that they voted against releasing the Epstein files. And even if they did, my next trending topic was that the DOJ is actually really pursuing and they're even like doing a subpoena to release the files. So even if the Republicans are against it, me personally, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm neither or. I just kind of look and what feels right to me is what I'm going to go for. But yeah, so honestly, I personally don't care if the Republicans or Democrats are going and trying to not have it released. I definitely feel like it should be released, and I do feel that the American public has a right to know who their leader is. What kind of a person he is. So that's kind of what I
So
feel.
you're telling me you feel like Elon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for Elon. Like, dude, Elon should be
No, I know.
president.
I know.
Smart
Elon is
ass
too much
dude,
business. He has too
knows
much
how to
business to be president.
multitask.
Too much business to be president, dude. You know,
So
you
yeah.
got to be able to work with both parties to be president. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's true. That's true.
You need a
And we
lot of
got
politics to be president.
exactly. And we got not good Bob 13 in the house. They say bear down, bear down. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He knows. He knows.
Exactly.
He knows.
All right, guys, let us move on to our next trending topic, which is also about Trump and the Epstein files. So, like I just said, we're going to get into it, and that is that. Um, let's see. In a surprise move, a House Oversight Subcommittee voted Wednesday to subpoena the Department of Justice for files related to late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, a highly continuous issue that has exposed major divisions within the Republican Party. The Epstein investigation and demands from many of President Donald Trump's supporters for more information has roiled the House in recent days, with Wednesday's vote amounting to a show of defiance by some House Republicans against Speaker Mike Johnson, who has attempted to tap down on efforts to push the release of the so-called Epstein files. So yeah, thanks, Michael, for actually bringing that up, because now I'm actually learning this myself, that there was a vote against it by the Republicans. But yeah, as pressure mounted this week, Johnson shut the door on the possibility of a House vote on releasing information on Epstein before the August recess, and moved to send lawmakers home early after it became clear that the issue was not going to fade away. Johnson has said that he supports transparency and has argued that the Trump administration should be granted space to handle the matter before Congress intervenes, pointing to the Trump administration's push to unseal the grand jury materials related to the case. So I don't know. What do you think about this, Jay?
It's tough because obviously you want to do anything to protect your president as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's give and take, man. It's tough. Obviously, if you push for it, it looks like you're against him, even if you're on his side. Understand? So that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Everyone's playing a level playing field, because if you push for it, then it's like, really, bro? You really? You know what I mean? Like, you supposed to have my back. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It's very tough.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, man.
I mean, you're playing both sides. I mean, yeah, like you said,
That's all it
like
is. That's all it is, man.
it's like uniting, like in a way, like I don't know, me and you, Jay, the way we grew up, we kind of grew up like with like off the streets, like Bloods, Crips, and this stuff, and honestly, to me, the political party is nothing but that. Like it's basically Bloods and Crips going at it, but it's old white people, or like old people that have money and basically are just playing with everybody type shit. You know what I mean?
Similar, very similar, but remember, they get so you're talking about so that remember they're running the country, but they're not. Remember, there's higher ups.
Oh, I know. I mean,
And
there's a whole other level to this
that's
shit.
what I mean. There's a whole nother level to it. So you have to kind of play the sides of, okay, you have to still do what the elites want as well. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So there's just a lot that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, definitely. There's a lot of moving pieces to this, and it's not as
Yes,
simple as we think. Like,
that's what I mean. He's trying to keep everyone, like we've reported before, like not happy, but just content.
yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
While not incriminating yourself.
Exactly.
I just wanted to add that. You know what I mean? Like,
Not good. Bob 13 says, I don't think Trump did criminal stuff like Epstein, but I do think the Trump admin is covering for other rich creeps like Epstein by not being transparent. I think that's shady. I agree.
And he's got excellent point right there. It's the truth.
Yeah.
I agree with that 1,000%.
And one of those is P. Diddy. I mean, he's not a politician, but he definitely has a lot of say in a lot of things that were going on back in the day.
Yeah, and you see, like I told you, when you're that connected high up, I told you he won't do more. Like, he's already done time, right? He won't do more than 6 to 8 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? He'll be out in the next half year.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it goes.
We got DTW in the house saying release the files. Yes, sir.
Exactly. Everyone knows that.
Let the people know. That's all we want. Just let the people know. There's nothing to hide anymore. I mean, the shit's already going to get exposed as it is.
That depends. That depends. When you're the president, you can still, you know, try and keep some stuff under wraps if you had to. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, and
If
in
you
all
had
honesty, guys, I mean, you guys might not agree with me on this viewpoint, but this is my viewpoint that this guy was so high up, this Epstein guy, and he knew so much about everyone and everything. And it could be Trump and all these other people that were on the list. That why do you think everything about his whole like suicide, in jail was such a cover up that like all these minutes on the video footage were missing of that happening, and all the body was like never shown to the public. There's so much stuff, and there's so much like literally they got this guy out of jail. Like, how high up do you have to be to go into a maximum security prison, get the footage taken so it's not there no more, and then all of a sudden this guy suddenly dies, or that's what the public is told? Like, come on,
Well, we
guys.
know he didn't commit suicide. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
everyone in if you really think the guy committed suicide, then you really are just not.
Then you're in this. Then you're part of this problem.
Yeah, literally, you're part of the problem here.
This
Now,
guy,
now, Trump wants to, if there's, you want, like, if he really wanted to get down to certain things, figure out, okay, who killed this guy? You know what I mean? But yeah, whole nother story.
Michael says, do you think Congress has more of a duty to their president or a duty to their constituents?
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly perfect question, because that's what I mean. That's tough. That's tough. It would be nice to say the constituents, you know what I mean? But you do have to protect the president as well. He's the president of the whole country.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and it's very hard to balance that, because in
it
Congress
is.
you have a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, if like they have all these like they have all these like little side deals that they have to make,
Yep.
so that to get voted or approved on, like there's so much of like moving pieces that they have to go through. Just so it's like, yes, we all want to think that it is the duty to their constituents, but at the end of the day, we all know that it's pretty much Congress that is the president has a duty, or is doing the duty for the Congress, not really constituents. But that being said, with Trump, the things that he did promise before he even became the president again, he actually did do a lot of those things. So he did a lot more than I would say other presidents did, in the sense of like what he said he was going to do. So in that sense, like, yeah, that was nice that he did he did follow up on what he said, like his word and stuff. And the whole Epstein thing, he was the one saying he was going to release these files. So, and that, like, if you were so guilty, why would you even have said that in the first place? Unless he thought he could cover it up somehow, his name or something.
He still got a lot to do though, so gotta tread,
lightly.
gotta tread, lightly here. That's what I'm saying. He has a lot more to do, and I know he has a lot more on the list to do. He's done a lot, and it's only his first year, hasn't even been a year.
Right.
And he's done hella already. So tread lightly.
Infinite Improbability says, this ain't nothing new. Presidents have been trifling as far back as John Adams. George Washington is rumored but never confirmed, but John Adams had a side piece for sure.
Of course.
I believe it.
Of course, man.
Infinite Improbability also says Tommy J had half a dozen kids with Sally Hemings.
Damn. I didn't know that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't.
And DTW says Mossad/CA. Don't know what that exactly means, because I am not at hip. And Michael says, as a follow-up question, since the Epstein investigation is being done by an oversight committee of the DOJ, do you think the DOJ is also responsible for the pedophile ring cover-up?
Same answer. Same answer. Got it. Like I said, yeah, same answer.
It could be. I mean, we don't know, but at the same time, like, look
Well,
Look
you
what's been
still have
happening.
to have a smooth. You still have to have a country not in chaos. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Like you can't have a country in chaos, or else we'll be vulnerable to the rest of the world that may want to attack us.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That so we could always go to that level now. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of
I
factors that
guarantee
come
you,
into play.
I guarantee you, if everything got uncovered, I would say like half of all our politicians would be in jail right now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? All the dirty shit that goes on in Washington.
oh yeah, oh yeah, bro.
That's
That's
crazy.
what politics is, bro.
Right. That's why when like when they're doing like the presidential debates, there's always going to be like one or two candidates that are really for the people, that really like want to make a change, and you never see those guys winning. And for the most part, you'll never see them getting endorsed by a Republican Party or a Democratic Party. They're usually running as independents, because those are
Yep,
the people that could probably make a change and probably would, but they're going to be like on a black X listed by every party, and they're not going to ever get voted in just because they're going to do exactly that, and they're going to investigate everything, and then you're going to have total chaos.
exactly.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let us move on then and get into what is going on with some business news and Uber. What are they launching, Jay?
So obviously we're in SF. This is where everything starts. So here, LA and Detroit, Uber is set to launch a new feature allowing women drivers and riders to request to be matched only with female counterparts. Hi. So this is starting next month.
So it's women for women.
Yeah, I
Okay.
yeah, I I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know. It sounds very I don't know. I guess you could look at it from safety concerns, I guess, you know what I mean? If you look at it like that, but I mean, I don't know. A lot of people on X were were tweeting about like, oh, okay, like, you have basically, what if you don't want a woman driver? You know what I mean? So I get where they're going with this, but you're not even guaranteed, you're not even guaranteed. It's just your preference, but your odds will increase. You know what I mean by that? So
This
you can
sounds
request to have it. It's not like it's gonna happen, because that's very like, you can't just have the algorithm like, okay, it's only women, you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? But your preference will be noted, let's just say. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of girls on there on X that were like, what if I don't, what if I request not to have a female driver at all? And exactly. You know what I mean? So there's different ways to do this, you know?
I guarantee you that what's going to happen with this kind of thing is a huge lawsuit is going to be placed
Oh
upon
yeah,
Uber.
of course. Well,
There's a lot of people
remember.
that are,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
saying there's a lot of people that are going to be like, I identify as a woman, therefore I am a woman, so I want to be
Oh
part of
shit.
this.
Oh
You know
shit.
what
I
I'm
didn't
saying? We're
even
not
think
even
about
looking
I
into
didn't
that part of it all. And I'm
I
not
didn't even
saying
think about that. I didn't even
that's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
that.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but what I'm saying is that Uber, they're not going to be able, like, how
I
can
didn't even
you,
think about that.
you know what I mean? How can you do that? Because now you're basically being like you can't do that. You know what I mean? You cannot do that in today's
Well,
society.
you know why they're doing this, right?
I mean, they're
I
trying
know
to
why
do
they're
it to
doing
like
this.
have women more feel protected and safe.
No.
You know?
They're doing this because they know they're going full AI, and they can do this now, and then once it's full AI next year, literally this coming up year, next year, it it won't even it won't even matter. It's
That
gonna
wouldn't matter
it's
anymore.
gonna
Yeah,
be
that's what I'm saying.
that's what I mean. It's gonna be all AI. We
Right.
know this because we have Zooks and Waymo out here about to battle. Elon's having his robo taxis out here going to battle with them, and Uber's fleet is huge because they're going to be releasing crews out here, or not crews no more, whatever they're going to call it. So they're already invested in AI. We know this. So
Right.
I get why they're doing this now, because from now until, let's say, the end of the year, they'll do this, and then boom. Oh, okay. Guess what? You'll be fine. It's going to be a robot taking you anyway.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know what I mean? So that's why it's only going to be here, LA, and Detroit. You not everywhere else, just these places.
Right. For sure.
Of course, you know everything goes down here, like first with any kind of tech. So I get why they're doing it. You know, trying to win back some of those. Like, hey, you know what? If we're on this side, they probably won't take Waymo. You know,
Yeah.
it's just business at the end of the day. Like, oh, okay, now we've earned that. Hey, now we got our AI going. They'll take us instead of them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason they're doing it. That's my take on it, though.
I think, yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Infinite Improbability says, I lived in the DC area for a bit. There are all kinds of freaky stuff going on there. Fetish parties, swingers, orgies, even overheard a couple openly talking about their BDSM cruise.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell, Jesus. All bad.
And we got DTW saying, stop the robots. Yes, sir.
I'm not with that. I'm full AI.
Yeah, Jay likes the robots, DTW. I'm not all
yeah, I
for
do.
robots.
I'm all for AI, man. I'm all for AI.
What's funny is that AI, like I don't know DTW if you were in the beginning of the show, but when I did the Jay Did You Know segment, there was an actual article talking about how the AI is becoming more advanced than they expected, and they're like having a hard time to like keep up with it. So yeah, who knows, man? This might be some Terminator shit going down pretty soon. AI Skynet is gonna wake up and activate itself. Who knows,
Oh
man?
God, here we
Who
go.
knows? It's already been predicted.
Oh God.
It's gonna be determined.
Okay.
It's okay. That's why me and Jay are going to the gym every day for you guys, because we're gonna be the Arnold Schwarzeneggers of the Terminator movie. Walking around.
Well, you
with
can't fight robots hand-to-hand combat, but you can shoot robots and you can blow up robots.
Right. So we're gonna definitely have to go all out if it comes down to that. So we stacking now the necessary.
I'm not afraid of robots, though, bro. I ain't
Yeah,
afraid of it. I'm all for the AI.
I know. Infinite Improbability says, hell, remember the high-end brothel that catered to politicians that got busted last year?
I'm trying to remember. The high-end brothel. Which one?
I know, right? Which one?
Which one? Yeah, I'm trying to think because there's actually a few different things in my head. I don't remember.
Do you know of others?
I mean, I don't know where he's talking about. Is he talking about in Nevada? I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of which one he's talking about.
I know that there was some brothels in the greater Boston and Eastern Virginia area.
Yeah,
that
and I obviously that had to do with owners.
Yeah, because this is what it says. It says in late 2023, a high-end brothel network was shut down, with clients reportedly included elected officials, military officers, and government contractors. The brothels operated in high-end apartments in Cambridge and Watertown, Massachusetts, and Fairfax and Tysons, Virginia. So
I remember that. I thought I was thinking the ones in Nevada.
Oh yeah, but those are legal. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about the illegal ones. Okay, got you.
Talking about the illegal ones.
Got you.
But Infinite Improbability says no in the DC area. I never even heard that there was like DC area. Did you hear about those?
They're all connected they're all connected in the same ring, dude.
Oh yeah, I know. It's all the same shit anyway.
Yeah, it's all connected.
I know of I heard of people like talking over here too. Like literally, you can go on internet sites and you can find like places.
Well, they do those bust out here all the time, bro. You know that, right?
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere. It's a business you can't stop.
You can't stop it. No.
You can't stop it.
And how could you, when especially like a lot of like your higher ups in police departments and all this, and they're all like
they're involved.
Who, like, actually go and do all that stuff,
Yeah, they're all involved. That's what I mean. They're all involved. They're all they all protect it. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
DTW says that's shit scary. I posted a video on Facebook on that with the robots going mayhem.
Well, it looks like he won't be. Remember, I have my next trending topic about about that. So
yeah,
he won't be going over there. I'm sure. Right. What I report on next.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then we got Michael saying, do you think it's concerning that technology companies have such a large influence over AI's responses? For example, Elon Musk has curated responses from Grok many times based on him not liking its replies. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's who controls what at this point in time. This is like what I think with AI. It's a self-learning, self-evolving type machine, especially if you're paying for like the paid versions of it. So I think it is ever evolving, and I think over time, even if people do, like Elon Musk does, implement his own bias on certain, things that are said, I think over time that might even get overridden when AI like is just going to be so highly advanced. I don't know, and that also goes for like OpenAI, which is I thought that was a Google product or something. They're, all of them, like they can get input in either said way, good or bad, depending on what you believe in, who you believe in. So it can happen as of right now, yeah. And it's not just Grok; it could be any of those, ChatGPT, that one from China, DeepSeek. Who knows what they're actually collecting or what they're actually saying that's biased against America, like it can all be like that. So it sucks. It should be all about free speech and letting AI kind of like learn from everybody and just doing it on the free on the level of no input from any bias type stuff. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. That is my opinion. All right, and we got DTW saying, "Oh," and then he has like a little water gun squirter emoji. Looks like.
Ah, because I haven't said the next trending topic. That's why.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah, because that. Wait. Oh, because that was just yours, right? That we just did. That was your training topic, or did I just do
Yeah,
one?
that's what I'm saying. My last trending topic has
Okay.
to do with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's move on to the next trending topic, which is about Candace Owens. That's my girl right there. I love Candace Owens, man.
Why is she trending? She wasn't trending on X. What's going
Yeah,
on?
so
I'm curious.
here's what happened, man. The French president is suing her over claims that she said his wife is a man.
Oh
Oh
shit. Oh shit.
no.
No wonder I didn't hear about it. Oh hell no.
So
Defamation?
French President Macron and his wife Brigitte filed a 22-count defamation
Oh
lawsuit
shit.
in
Yep,
the United
defamation.
States against the right-wing broadcaster Candace Owens Wednesday over the claim that Brigitte could be a man. The lawsuit filed in Delaware Superior Court alleges Owens has broadcast a relentless year-long campaign of defamation against the Macrons, according to a statement uh, from the Macron's lawyer. In March, conservative commenter Candace Owens revived an absurd conspiracy theory with a YouTube video titled, "Is France's First Lady a Man?" according to the complaint. Posted widely on X, Owens said the conspiracy theory was likely the biggest scandal in political history. Since then, Owens has produced numerous videos about Brigitte Macron for her nearly 4.5 million YouTube subscribers, including a multi-part series called Becoming Brigitte. The
Oh
lawsuit
man.
further claims she has also sold merchandise promoting the claim. Ah, dude, this is all bad. Oh
Candace
man.
Owens she has her ways of doing things. Hey, if she believes it, she believes it. That's her opinion. I know, like I said, like before you said, I knew it was gonna be defamation, but it's like if that's what she believes and she can maybe prove it. You never know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I had no idea.
And
Well, okay.
DTW says Bridget Macron, Candace Owens exposed him. Yep.
For him.
Who knows? Who knows? Honestly, okay, well, there's two things to this, and I want to know like two things. One is, how can they sue them in a U.S. court if I didn't know that they were U.S. citizens, so I didn't realize that you can do that if you're not a U.S. citizen. sue somebody in the in the U.S. court for defamation. Did you know about that? You could do that?
I don't think you can, but I just think that when you're, like I said, you're that high up, you can probably get away with something like it. But that, I mean, like you said, they're in France.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to pull some strings to do that.
Right. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
So,
I think they're just mad because she's making money off of the whole thing, you know?
of course she's making money off it, but can she prove it?
Right.
That's, damn, man, that's a trip.
I definitely like Michael, I definitely don't agree with a lot of this stuff, like when it comes to like that, like that's a little too much what she's doing with the whole like Francis president thing. Like that's too much, you know.
You really believe it's too much?
That's almost like I hate to say this, but it's like bullying. Like you're literally bullying the president of France's wife and making a big thing out of something that is not proven. You
But
know what I
that's
mean?
her opinion. What if
It's
she
her
can't prove?
She
How
has
do
a
you?
right to
How,
her opinion.
yeah, she has a right to her opinion, man. We're in America. We're not in France. We're not in France.
Nobody. It's all about free speech. Anybody has a right to their opinion, but at what cost at the end of the day? Because you are basically putting another person's feelings over like yours, and you're basically defamation. Like you're defaming
Yeah, I
somebody.
get it's defamation. I get it. Yeah. But what if she truly believes it?
I mean,
maybe she can prove it. What if she can't prove it? At one point, do you remember hella people, and obviously even higher ups were like, "Oh, Obama, that his chick is a man." You don't remember that?
No, I do. But
that's what I'm saying. That they were like, "Oh, that's Michael." You know what I'm talking about? Like, so I'm just saying, like, you know.
But Michael makes a good point, and he says even if she was trans, would it matter? And no, it wouldn't matter. That's the saying. So because of the fact that even if she was, and Candace is going off and making money off of this thing and everything, like why? Like, dude, we're in a time in society where that's kind of the normal now. When people have the free will to just like free speech, people have the free will to express themselves any way they want to. And that could, you know what I mean? If they're a man that wants to dress as a woman, or vice versa, or anybody that wants to do what they want to do should be able to do that, as long as they're not hurting or trying to implement it onto.
So why, if that were the truth, why not come out and just be that?
Because some people don't.
You see the difference, right? You see the difference. So if that were the case, why not that person? I don't even know who it is, honestly. That's why it's weird talking about it. But Bridget, whatever. If that were the case, why not just come out and say that? Why not? Well, is there something really against that?
That's on them.
You know what I mean? If someone's accusing you of that, why not come out and just be like, okay, yeah, I am. And what? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That would end everything, right? You're like, oh, damn. You know, why keep it a secret? That's just what I'm saying. If it were true, I don't know if it's true. I know nothing about the president of France's wife.
No,
sure. But if it were true, if that happened to be true, why not just come up and be like, yeah, I am. So why not? That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you know?
Right.
That's it.
No, for sure. I mean, I see your point too, and so
Yeah, if that were the truth, just come out, say, oh, end of the story. Yeah. Oh, okay. Done. There's not even no big talk about it no more. It's done.
Right.
You know? So yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Definitely.
I laugh because I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know about this. I was like, what? It was hella random. I was like, remember, you were just reporting about the president of France. He got punched in the face. You remember, right?
Yeah.
You reported it like that. He got punched in the face by his chick. You reported that. Wasn't it by his wife?
I actually forgot about that, bro. Oh my god.
No. You reported see, I remember you were like, oh, the president of France came out and he got punched in the face by his wife. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. You see what I mean? So you reported that. I remember too. I was like, oh damn, he got socked in the face like that. Yeah, you know? So
he's kind of crazy.
So think about this stuff, man. You just reported that literally like 2 weeks ago, maybe three. But I was like, damn, he got socked in the face like that. And then now she goes and she's doing her whole thing about this, I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
So kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is. I didn't think about that. Infinite Improbability says, I always say diamonds are used to cut diamonds. If AI gets out of control, you just need to use another AI to take it down. Even the T800 beat the T1000.
Yes, sir. This guy's smart. This guy's smart. I agree with that one right there.
Right.
That's excellent. One of the best responses I've heard. That was excellent, bro. See,
The
he
only
knows what's up.
The only problem is going to be like the people's robots against like this big money government robots. You know what I mean? That's where the
Doesn't
problem
matter, man. Like he said, man, that's the best way to put it, bro. Excellent way to put it. I like it. That's a winning answer. I'm riding with that answer. That was a good one.
is.
That was a good one.
Let me see. Let's see what else we got. DTW says she did prove it. So he's talking about Candace Owens proving the.
She did prove it.
Yeah.
Oh, see. So like I said, first I've heard about this, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what DTW says. He says that watch the documentary on Candace Owens' channel. It will make you think twice.
Oh shit! See, she got a whole documentary, bro. So it's not like she just blabbing. She got a whole documentary on it. Damn, I didn't even know this. I'm like, damn.
But I still kind of agree with my brother Michael. Like, why does it matter? Who cares? Like, I don't care.
Okay, so if it doesn't matter, and she did prove it, why not be the wife? The wife of the president of France. Why not just be like, okay, yeah. And do you have a problem with that? You see what I mean? Why not? If it's proven, I don't know. I haven't seen any of this stuff, so I'm curious now. I kind of want to watch this documentary. I'm like, damn.
Michael says, as a trans person, people like Candace Owens are really insane. We are literally less than 1% of the population, and she continuously tries to stoke flames against our community. I think.
Does she?
What she's doing.
Yeah, but I mean, but is that so? That's what I mean. I don't know that the person is trans. Like the wife of the president in France.
Oh, we don't know that. We don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know that. But if she's I didn't even know Candace Owens went after that community like that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I see Candace Owens on like TikTok little shorts, and she'd be coming up with some good like political points. But I never heard her talk about trans before. So this.
Yeah, I've never heard that either. So the fact that she has is like this is true, and she has a documentary about the whole thing. I'm like, wow, I had no idea.
That's new to me too. I'm like, okay, like I didn't know she's going all out like that.
I didn't know that. Well, I mean, to make a documentary about something, I mean, it says you really believe that person is. You know what I mean? Like that's damn okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, Michael says, I think it's very easy to scapegoat minority groups, especially when most trans issues are barely understood by most of the population.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. DTW says, won't just say I'm a 40-year-old man who's married a Q5-year-old boy. That's disgusting. 15. He says it won't just say I'm a 40-year-old man who married a 15-year-old boy. That's disgusting. And DTW says French people are disgusting.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I can't hate on the French, man.
Yeah. They gave us French fries. DTW, calm down.
Nah, but they I mean, I get a lot of guests from France. They're awesome people, honestly, man.
They're really nice people. They're really nice.
They're really. I have heard though there are the ones that if I went to France,
they're snobby. Snobby.
And yeah, exactly. And I spoke English in France, they would get hella mad at it.
Yeah, they're snobby.
So I have heard that. Heard that, but that's only in Paris. I know that the other parts of France, like even the south of France, are very different.
Yeah,
I know in
exactly.
Paris though, I've heard that, like,
Exactly.
that, like you said, the snobbiness factor. I'm like, yeah, but I'm snobby too. So no,
Yeah.
but that's funny, man.
Michael says, but also forcing trans people to out themselves is literally dangerous. There is such hate against trans people right now. There is an entire political party that has dedicated itself to saying trans people are pedophiles and get hate crimed constantly.
Okay.
Yeah. That's yeah, Michael. I mean, everybody has different beliefs and stuff, and some people believe one way or another. I don't get into politics that much to where I hear like the Republicans talking about this or saying that there's like pedophiles because there's pedophiles in the Republican Party, there's pedophiles in the Democratic Party, there's pedophiles in this whole freaking political party, not even including the celebrity parties. So yeah, there's pedophiles everywhere, and everybody right now is kind of getting the wrath of it. So yeah, I feel for you. It does suck, Everybody should have their own free space to be able to do and be whoever they want to be in this world. That's my opinion. DTW says we're talking about child sex trafficking, 15 and 40. DTW says the French president was 15 when he met his wife. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I
Yeah.
had no idea. Okay. Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
Not Good Bob is making a joke. They say, whom amongst us hasn't been punched in the face by their wife, who was also your school teacher?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, my wife. The closest I got was like a slap in the face. I didn't get like a full fist on punch, but I did get slapped before.
Full fist on punch.
But in all fairness, it was like a game thing. We didn't do it like seriously. Like she didn't like slap the shit out of me. It wasn't like that. We were just kind of playing around, and yeah, we do that once in a while, but in a friendly manner.
He said in a friendly manner.
Exactly. Shoot, my freaking mouse keeps going out on me, so I'm apologizing to forward.
Damn, you old school using the mouse, bro. Come on, man.
Uh,
Touch
yeah.
screen, baby.
Oh, you know what? I have it. This computer is a touchscreen. I just remembered. Thank God you just remembered.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is the new age, bro.
Yeah. My
Come
computer
on,
is
man. Just be like,
because I was thinking, how am I gonna operate the show without my mouse? And I just realized it's touchscreen.
you got the touch screen, bro. This is the new age, bro. No one using a mouse no more. Come on, man.
Infinite Improbability says Jay was defending Andy Byron last week, saying Stephen Smith should be sued for slander. Now he is saying Owens is entitled to her opinion. Well, so was Steve Smith.
Who?
When you were defending Andy Byron last week, saying Stephen Smith should be sued for slander.
I don't remember. What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what the comment says. It says you were defending Andy Byron last week, saying Stephen Smith should be sued for slander. Now you are saying Owens is entitled to her opinion. So is Steve Smith.
I'm trying to think of which case he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know who Andy Byron is?
Yeah, you're talking about Coldplay, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stephen Smith is the sports broadcast guy, right?
Stephen A.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith.
You talking about Stephen A. Smith? What about him? Okay, so what about him?
Stephen A. Smith. You said that Stephen A. Smith should be sued for slander.
Did I?
I guess.
Why would Stephen? I'm confused. Why would Stephen A. be talking about Andy Byron? Did he talk about the Coldplay thing or no? I'm confused.
I don't know. Maybe is Andy Byron from Coldplay? I'm confused. Too.
No, the CEO, bro, the CEO dude that got. Remember, he was holding the chick. That's Andy Byron.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. So I'm confused. I'm confused. I didn't know Stephen A. was even talking about Andy Byron.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Was he Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm hella confused. I'm confused. I was defending Andy Byron. Remember? Like I was like, yeah, he should, for about defamation and stuff. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
defending him, remember? And I was like, yeah, he acting like an idiot and acted guilty. That's his own damn problem. But if he has a high profile legal team, he'll be able to fight all that stuff. That's what I was talking about. I didn't say anything about Stephen A. Smith though. I didn't even know Stephen A. Smith was talking about Andy Byron.
maybe it wasn't. Maybe he's saying two different things. Where like you said something about when Stephen Smith, because didn't see Stephen Smith has been in the like news lately, right? Like he's been kind of like being open about a lot of things, right?
Who?
What was his
Who?
latest thing? He said something about somebody, Stephen Smith. I remember. I just forgot what.
Stephen A. Smith? Stephen A.
Yeah,
Smith says shit about everybody, bro. That's what he
yeah,
does. That's his whole. That's what he's based his career on.
right,
You
right.
know, he probably said something about LeBron's kid, which he always does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But he always comments stuff like that. That's how his whole career has been. He's always been like that one to be like, you know. But that's why
Yeah,
people know Stephen A. Smith.
right.
You know. But I don't know what he said that he's talking about. I'm curious. You know what I mean? Because he does have a he does have a lot of takes. So I don't know what he said about Andy Byron. I
Right.
don't even remember what he said. So
Exactly.
I'm curious what he said.
I'm sure he's going to reiterate what he says, and he's going to probably let
Yeah,
us know.
I'm curious because if he had a take on it, I wonder what he said about him.
Yeah. Um,
You know?
we got let's see, we got DTW saying facts. Jay, you spin them facts, and we got Michael saying her making Candace Owens making a documentary about this is literally her trying to profit off of people's hatred for trans people. And then Michael, talking about the Coldplay thing, says if Andy and the HR lady didn't react, they literally wouldn't have been caught. LOL.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's what I said. It was their whole reaction that fucked
So,
everything
yeah,
up. They
that's
didn't
all
even
it is.
have to, he didn't even have to react like that. I told you. He should have just been like, yeah, kiss cam, kiss on the head. Yeah. That's all he had to do instead of acting all guilty, like, oh my God, I can't be seen. That's his own fault. But I'm
Exactly.
curious what Stephen A said about this because I don't even know. I want to know what Stephen A said about it because I know Stephen A he has a huge platform, so he probably said something maybe out of pocket. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure.
I know. All right, guys, let us move on and get into our next trending topic, which
Yes,
is
sir.
Tesla robots taking over. What you got for us?
This is the one I said DTW will be like, oh no, I can't be going there. So basically, yeah, the robot takeover, baby. So in LA, they have a restaurant that's full AI. They have a restaurant where you know, the robot cooks your food, the robot takes your order, the robot gives you your food right at the counter. But Mr. Elon is launching the Tesla Diner. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Oh, it looks dope, bro. It looks dope. So the Tesla Diner, bro, in Hollywood, it's gonna have Optimus. He's gonna be serving you your food, like walking it out to your car.
Oh, okay.
And the new, yeah, so the diner, you'll be able to charge up there, but you'll be able. They have like screens all around. It's like a whole like it looks very. Yeah, it's like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Like it's very futuristic. Like it looks cool, man. I was like, oh, that's dope, bro. We may have to take a ride in Tesla and go down there and be like, yep, what up? But it's
Where's it?
cool. So, the what? LA?
Oh, LA. Oh, shit, man. That's kind of far, bro.
So what? I can't. What? We can't charge along the way? Are you serious?
If we're gonna do it that way, we renting on Turo something real nice, like a Bugatti or something, bro. We rolling.
Oh
We
my
going.
God, dude! We gotta have a Tesla to go to the Tesla diner. What the fuck?
We going in a lucid. We're gonna rent a Lucid Air that got like 500
No,
miles.
no, no. That's rude, bro. Don't be doing that, bro. There's too many
No, no,
Lucids around here anyway,
no, no,
man. Actually, you know what?
no.
There's more Teslas.
You know what we're gonna do, bro? We're gonna go and we're gonna rent a damn Cybertruck. That's what we're gonna do, bro. We're gonna
That's
roll up in
fine.
there with a Cybertruck, man.
That's fine. That's
Because
fine.
if we go through LA, we need to have bulletproof windows. I don't care what you
What, you want to drive through Compton, bro?
go through Compton, bro.
That's hella funny.
we
But yeah,
going
so
live.
Tesla.
We going live.
Oh yeah, we'll go live for sure. But yeah, so they're integrating robotics into everyday services. The diners, yeah, so it's just providing, a unique dining experience, showcasing Tesla's Optimus. So I saw it. I was like, dude, that looks dope. It looks sick, man. Like the videos and stuff. I was like, that's so cool, dude.
I
So it's literally right there.
I do have a video of the diner if you guys want to see
Oh,
it.
you do? Yeah. I've seen it. So just show it to the people because maybe you could sway DTW to be like, hey, look at that, bro.
DTW is gonna be like, man, I want to go back to Cali now.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that shit looks dope, bro. Go ahead, play it. It looks dope.
When I look into your eyes, I see a love that never dies. Every moment, every day, I know you'll never. Hearts entwined forever true. Every breath I take, I'm loving you. I love you forever, yes, forevermore. Through every season, every shore. Hold my hand and don't let go. Our love will always gently grow. Forever, darling. Forever we'll be.
Okay.
It didn't really showcase more
Yeah, it
the
is.
the outside, but it will. It will because a lot of the videos I saw showcase the outside. You know what
Right.
I mean? Oh, it looks dope, bro. I was like, bro, the Tesla diner
And
winning, bro.
exactly. And oh, dude, and Michael just gave me the best idea ever for our drive to LA. Michael says, rent a Tesla Roadster. LOL. Their first sports car.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's right. They do
yeah.
have a roadster.
We will be probably one of the only few rolling up in the Roadster up there. Like that would be awesome. We will get
It's actually
so many people will like put us on camera for that. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
it's not a bad idea, actually,
great
bro.
idea. It's a
It's
great
not a
idea.
bad idea, bro.
Good looking
That's
out, brother. Uh,
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea, especially going live.
yeah, exactly,
That'd be
exactly.
sick, bro.
Infinite Improbability says, my bad. I meant Jay said Coldplay should be sued for defamation. I said Stephen A because I was just reading an article talking about what Stephen A said about Byron. I had a brain fart.
Ah, yeah, no, I said if I was his legal team, that's exactly what I'd be doing. Me. That's what I would be doing.
Uh,
I was saying if I was that high profile, my legal team will be defending me to the fullest.
right, right.
That's what I would be doing. Yeah. Like I
So,
told you, his reaction said it all. Like he failed.
yeah,
But if I'm that high profile, I'm like, hey, I have my legal team for me to defend me and get me out of this.
yeah,
Even though
yeah.
my reaction said otherwise, because his reaction failed. We know
Right,
that.
right.
Yes.
All right. Let us move on. And we're going to get into. There's this huge case that's been trending. I have no idea. I never heard of it. Have you heard of a case of Brian Kohlberger?
What?
Have you heard of a case going on with Brian Kohlberger?
Kohlberger?
Yeah, Kohlberger.
What's the case? No, I have no idea.
I guess
What is the
he
case?
I guess he killed some students in Idaho, like some Idaho student. He murdered them.
Oh, I
So
don't know much about it, but I think I heard about it.
okay, so yeah, so basically, I guess he got sentenced today, and basically
Okay.
Brian Koberger has been sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. Koberger declined to speak during the hearing, and the victims' families remain in the dark about his motive. Speaking at a news conference following the sentencing, prosecutor Bill Thompson said there was no evidence Kohlberger had a background of violence or a criminal history before he decided to murder the students. At the emotional hearing, friends and families of the victims made statements, with the surviving roommates outlining the trauma and anxiety they had suffered, and the sister of one of the victims calling Kohlberger a sociopath, psychopath, murderer in scathing remarks.
He's got to have a motive for. He only murdered 4. I
Yeah.
wonder if there's more he murdered before that.
I mean,
Because
that's
usually,
no
you know what I
history.
mean? Huh?
Yeah. There was no history of it at all,
No, but I mean, yeah, no history of getting caught. You don't just murder 4 people and be like, okay, that I'm cool. You understand? Like, there's got to be more to this story, I'm saying. I remember hearing about this too. Either he has murders before that he committed and never got caught, or I don't know, he had some vendetta against these 4 people. You don't just be like, hey, I'm gonna murder 4 people. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
So I'm curious. I'm curious. I know nothing. I remember hearing vaguely about it, but you never know. Maybe more murders come out that he did. I don't know though. I have no idea.
Yeah. Right. It's
That's crazy.
Crazy stuff, man.
I know. That's what I mean. I'm curious. Like what? Yeah. I never researched it. I remember hearing about it though.
Yeah. Yeah, sad news.
I hate to say that only 4, but like if there's more, he could become a serial killer if there was more. Like I think it's above 10. Because if you're committing these murders, you probably want to go down in like maybe history.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless that's what I mean. Unless he had a vendetta against these 4 people for some odd reason.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks a lot weird. He's like a weird looking cat, dude.
Probably a typical serial killer look.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, that is our. I guess that's like you could say like somewhat celebrity news. That's because that's what I had for our. We didn't have any real celebrity news. So
no, that's crazy though. That happened the day he got sentenced.
Yeah.
Okay. That trial was probably a couple of years long then.
Yep. And Infinite Improbability says, well, Macron's legal team is suing Owens for the same reason Jay says Coldplay should be sued. Chris Martin was just stating his opinion.
Yeah. But I also said if I was his legal team, I would spin it to be like, so who paid you to say this? Why did you pick me out of everyone? That's what I was saying. Remember? I was like, I totally remember it now. Like, okay, why did you choose me out of everyone in this place? Who paid you to do this? So if I was a legal team, that's how I would spin it.
Yeah,
because
sense.
Out of all the people in there, you chose me, the CEO of blah, 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 and you single-handedly pointed me out? Someone's paying you to do this. I want to know who. And if I was the legal team, that's how I would spin it.
You know what the other side would say, right?
What? I want to know. What?
They would say, objection, Your Honor.
You're right. That's exactly what they would say. You're right about that. That's totally true.
You already know.
And then the judge would say, duly noted.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny, man.
All right, guys, let us move on. Infinite Probability says, who paid Owens to call out Macron?
Right. This is true. You see what I mean? How you could spin things?
Maybe it was.
What vendetta did she have against the French?
I bet you it was Donald Trump because they were going. Remember, they had a little fun in the beginning of his term. Remember?
Yes. Could have been. Candace Owens has always been pro-Trump. You know that.
So I
you never know. You never know. You see what I mean? That's a good way to look at it too. I didn't even think about that.
This is the whole political party, friends, benefits, bullshit, and everything all tied into it, man.
That's how everything works, man. That's you gotta love how there's all these different views of everything, man. It's awesome.
All right, Jay, let us get into your movie of the day with Sylvester Stallone.
Yes,
You
sir.
watching
I had to have a well. So the first one ended. I was watching First Blood. And First Blood's one of my favorite movies. So me growing up, that was one of my favorite movies growing up. First Blood. This is part two, I believe. Yeah. So they have a marathon on AMC. But First Blood Part One, that was like one of my favorite movies growing up. Most people were watching. I'd say most kids were watching cartoons. I was watching First Blood.
Yeah,
That
but
was
this
one of
is
my.
second.
Yeah, this is the second one now, but I didn't have that on. It's just
Yeah,
because we happen to be talking about it that much later.
for
So
sure.
I'm still going with the first one
Oh, okay.
because the first one is one of my all-time favorite movies. We were
Right.
talking about Sylvester Stallone yesterday and Arnold, remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta put on, and it happened to be on. I didn't even have to put it on; it was on. I was like, oh, I'm putting on First Blood. I'm gonna talk about
Right.
one of my favorite movies ever.
Right.
So, yeah, First Blood. That was one of my favorite movies ever.
What is the movie about?
It's about Mr. John J. Rambo. He's a Vietnam vet, and he's back in the States, and he's kind of just wandering around, man. All he's figured out that all his friends, or I should say not friends, but people he served with are all dead, and he's kind of alone, dude. He's kind of he's a lone ranger, lone wolf, and he goes into this local town. I can't remember what city was. It was a small ass hick town, bro. And this cop was just like, dude, what are you doing here? And he's obviously Rambo. He's wearing all his fatigues. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And at that time, that was kind of frowned upon because he was in Vietnam, and it was kind of frowned upon, like, oh, you were killing people, blah 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 blah. But he was still serving his country. So the basically the detective, or not detective, the deputy was like, hey, I'll give you a lift through town. And he's like, is there something wrong with me getting some food here? And
Yeah.
then he's like, yeah, we don't serve your kind around here. And I was like, oh shit. And then so he basically takes him all the way through town, and he's like, all right, off to wherever you're going. I think he said Portland. I think Rambo was just like, yeah, I'm going to Portland. And then he ended up walking back, and then he arrests him just for no reason. He's like, all right, I'm arresting you for like vagrancy. You know what I mean? Being a vagrant.
Yeah.
And like, so he brings him in, they try to fingerprint him, and then all of a sudden, bro, just a switch goes off in Rambo's head, bro. And then it's like, he breaks out, and then it's a all full out chase, right? So
Yeah.
he got the whole little hick town chasing him. But little do they know, they're chasing a Green Beret, like Vietnam vet that has learned to survive on his own by killing animals and could kill anyone around. He's like a one-man army. And like basically he declares war on the whole town. And then now you call in everyone, and then they basically called in his like squad leader, like, hey man, can you help us with this situation? You know what I mean? To deactivate him, basically, because he's like, Green Berets, bro, the best of the
Right.
best.
Right.
And just basically, yeah, so the whole rest of the movie is like a manhunt on him, but he's killing everyone that's coming at him. You know what I mean? Because he declared war on the town.
Right.
And then basically when like the person, I forgot, it was Colonel Troutman, I believe his name was. When Colonel Troutman gets to him, he breaks down Rambo. Rambo starts to cry, and then he like basically takes him in, and he stops him from killing everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But oh man, hell of a movie, dude. One of my favorite movies ever growing up, bro. Like without a doubt, like like I wanted to play it like yesterday when we were talking about Arnold, because Predator is like my all-time favorite movie. But
Uh-huh.
this is it's right next door to it.
Okay.
So I had to have a Stallone movie, man. Like Stallone and Arnold, two people I grew up on, two of my
Yeah.
all-time favorite actors, and they have my all-time favorite movies.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but this is definitely this is up there with Rocky 3.
Oh yeah.
I believe he made this movie the same year he made Rocky 3.
Yeah.
Like
For
First
sure.
Blood Part 1. Like, if man, Stallone just had my favorite movies growing up, bro.
What do you rate the movie 1 to 10?
Come on, bro. It's a 20. It's not even close. Like it's one of my all-time favorite movies.
You're giving it a Brady?
10 out of, huh?
You're giving it a Brady?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, bro. It's just And like I said, I could be biased, but it's one of my all-time favorite movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just stuff that I grew up on, and like I can always watch First Blood. Like I just yeah.
I'm gonna call you out because I know you're such a big fan, and I'm gonna ask you,
Yeah.
what city is John Rambo's ranch in Arizona?
In
See,
Arizona.
yeah,
What do you
so
mean?
you know his father's ranch is in Arizona, right? Where
Whose father?
he inherits his father's ranch, which is in Arizona.
No. What are you talking about? You talking about Sylvester Stallone?
No, I'm talking about the actual, just the character in the movie. I'm talking about the movie in general. So during the whole movie, especially parts 1 and 2, there's a lot of references to his father's ranch in Arizona that he basically inherits.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
actually don't know. Where?
So
I really don't know.
yeah. So and you so you did you ever watch Rambo #4 or no?
Yeah, but I told you, I never put it up like these ones.
No, it's not
You know
about
what I
putting
mean?
it
Like
up. I'm just
I
thinking,
watched it, but I mean
so
these ones I've watched.
Do you remember at the very end he returns to Arizona and he goes into his ranch that his father owned?
No, I don't
Oh, you don't
remember.
remember that part? Oh,
Is that the one where is that the Rambo where he went and he was like on the canoe rescuing, like he was
yeah,
older?
yeah. He was
Okay. So
like
yeah,
he
so he
had
was
like
an older. Yeah. Okay.
he had that he had like a thing, the crossbow type thing, like
Yeah. Okay. So see, that's what I mean. That's the later ones, bro. I
yeah.
didn't grow up on those ones. Like I saw it and I was like, oh, this is cool. But like I said, I didn't grow up on it. So I mean, I thought it was a good movie. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But it's not. It doesn't hit like these ones hit.
I
These
got
are
a
just
feeling though. I got a
different.
feeling if I tell you the city that the father had the ranch on, you'll probably remember that. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's right.
I would
So
love to know because I know this movie
yeah,
probably or part 1, First Blood. I could tell you, I could recite every line to you, and I don't
right.
remember any reference to Arizona in part 1.
So John Rambo, his father, and he eventually inherits this ranch, but
Uh-huh.
he's from Bowie, Arizona. Bowie.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's what I mean. I couldn't even tell you because that was never in part 1. I would have
Yeah,
known that. I would have definitely known that. That's cool though. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
because
He said John J. Rambo too. I was like, damn.
yeah, man. Yeah. It's
That's
it's a
tight.
fictional town because it's a fictional character,
Yeah,
right? But
of
yeah,
course, of course.
the town, it says that the town is featured in several of the Rambo films, particularly
Yeah.
Rambo First Blood Part 2 and Rambo Part 3.
See?
As the
Part 2 and 3, exactly. And I've talked about part 1.
Right. I just wanted to know if you knew because I know you like Rambo in general.
No, yeah, Rambo's one of my. Like I said, I hold more value with part 1 just because I grew up on it. It's my favorite one.
Yeah,
But all of them were good. All of them were. What are you doing?
definitely.
What are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, all of them were good. But part 1 with me just is my it hits different.
Right. All
It's
right.
very different.
Let's get in some of Sylvester Stallone's movies then, huh?
Oh, you want to do Sly? Okay, let's do
Might
it.
as well. We did it
Guy has
before,
some-
but he has so many good movies that we should name some other ones.
He has way too many good movies, bro.
So might
Way
as well.
too many good ones. But with him, I already told you my favorites, and I'm not changing that one bit.
All right, let's do it again.
My 2 favorites are First Blood and Rocky Part 3. That's the one with Mr. T.
Okay.
And the crazy part is that they came out the same exact year. You know what I mean? How do you make 2 of my favorite movies ever and they came out the same year? You know, I must have a bias. But yeah, that's without a doubt 2 of my favorite movies ever he made. And like I said, this guy has thousands of movies. His catalog is huge.
Right.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with my 2 favorites.
I got to give you my underrateds, remember?
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. You said 2, so I assumed that you went with your underrated because you said 2.
No. Those are my favorites ever. We're talking about ever.
I hope you don't take my underrated now because you did say 2. So
No. I'm gonna give you my underrateds too. And these could be 2 of my favorites ever as well.
Oh, no,
I'm gonna give you Cobra and Demolition Man. Those are my and those are, you could call them, I won't even call them underrated, but man, I grew up on those movies as well. Oh man, this guy just makes movies like some of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. I don't know, like the question would be if he has better movies or Arnold. God, man, they have such good movies.
Let's see if you're as knowledgeable as Infinite Improbability about Rambo First Blood. So Infinite Improbability says Rambo only killed one person in First Blood with a rock by accident, if you don't count the 3 dogs and a wild boar.
He's right.
You have to count. Take a second there. You have to count.
Well, no, because he set up everyone, and he even told them I could kill all of you, but he left them like injured. The only person he did kill was when the chopper was shooting at him, and he literally threw a rock and boom, dude fell right out. So he's right. In particular, he only killed one person, but when they came to hunt him, he said he got him like he tied one against a tree, he cut one here, he had it all set up, to where they couldn't move. Yeah. And then the ringleader, like I said, the hick cop, he's like, I could kill all of you. This is my territory. You stay out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, I said,
just real quick, when you move your head like hella quick and you're talking, your microphone starts cutting out.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my bad. My bad. My bad. Very into this conversation.
I know. Infinite Improbability. This is a good one. He says, "Who paid Owen on the?" When we said when he asked who paid Owens to call out Macron, then he wrote, "Boom! I just took care of your conspiracy theory of the day."
Right? That's a good point.
All right. As far as my favorite Sylvester Stallone movie,
I don't know what it would be.
You don't? Okay, I thought you were. I was about to say you probably know what it was going to be, but
I don't know.
If you don't, so many. Be like, oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's right up there. And I'm gonna go with Tango and Cash because that's.
That's a great fucking film. I love that movie. Holy shit! To see that could be up there in my favorites too. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite movies.
Exactly.
I love that movie.
So that's definitely up there and one of my favorites because that's probably I would say that's the. If I see that one on TV, I would watch that one over most of the other ones.
That's one of my favorites. It's not better than the ones I like, but I love that movie.
I mean,
without a doubt.
It has its own. It depends on the mood because if you're like one of those killing macho moods, then First Blood will be a go-to. But if you're in the like, I want to see some crooked cops type shit and some like actually thinking about shit type thing, then that's a good one to go to.
Well, it's just funny because Kurt Russell is hilarious in that movie, man. That's a great movie.
As far as underrated, but also one of my favorites, and it's right up there with Tango and Cash, but like a newer version of it. Any ideas, Jay?
No.
I'm gonna have to go with Assassins.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you were going that. I didn't know you were going that route. I thought you were gonna go Cliffhanger. I don't know why. I really thought you were gonna go Cliffhanger.
I saw Cliffhanger, but it never really it didn't do much for me. Like I wasn't really like, oh wow, that's such a great movie. Like I never really.
I thought it was a great movie, dude.
It was a good movie, but it wasn't something that just like
I get it.
Like Assassins.
No, yeah,
the way you think that this like you know what I mean. It's
of course that's a whole nother level, dude. Whole nother level. That's
what I'm saying.
A whole nother level, man. You know what I mean?
I am. And I'm gonna have to say this because he did take a couple of little tries at comedy movies, so I'm gonna have to shout one of them out for you guys to watch, which is also very underrated, and a lot of people won't know that he came out with this kind of comedy movie. Any idea what I'm about to say, Jay? Which movie I'm about to say?
Yeah, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that movie was hilarious.
I know. So. That's definitely one to check out. That's definitely one.
Bro, I thought that shit was hella funny.
It was a good movie.
I thought it was, but like I said, I'm biased. I think he's made some of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, even like I'd even throw in. I thought you were gonna go with the Specialist as well. Man, hell of a movie.
I was definitely thinking about it, but I was
Man.
just it was up there. It was up there with Assassins. So I was just kind of
Yeah, man.
going off of back. We could have even thrown Copland. I really like that movie.
Yeah, that had hella actors in it. It was kind of slow, but it was good.
It was slow, but once you actually got into it, and then once it revealed itself, it was like one of the movies that made you think.
Yeah, I know.
So that was a great
That's a
movie.
good one too.
It was a great movie.
Judge Dredd was excellent, bro. I didn't see the new one, but the one he made, oh man, excellent film.
Exactly. Yeah. And out of all the Rambos, my favorite Rambo is number 4. Actually, that's when he's in.
I know.
And stuff. I really like that one. Like for some reason.
I know you told me.
Like I like that movie a lot.
You resonated a lot with that one. I know. You told me that.
So yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah. Let us move on. And Infinite Improbability says his most underrated is definitely The Party at Kitty and Studs. I never even heard of that movie. Have you heard of the movie?
What?
His Infinite Improbability says his most underrated is definitely The Party at Kitty and Studs.
That's a movie?
I guess.
I never heard of that. No. That's damn. That must have been way before I was here, bro. I have no idea.
Wow. It sounds like he did a porn flick back in the day.
It could be, bro. I never heard of it. Is it
1970?
Oh shit. Okay.
Soft core pornographic romance film.
No way.
He was in.
Was it?
It's rated 2.5 out of 10.
He was in softcore. Oh my god. I would have never guessed, bro. Wow.
Right. It sounded like a porno movie to me, bro.
Holy shit. Wow. He was in softcore porn. I had dude, I'm lost, dude.
That's 1970. You know what the budget of that film was?
I don't know. 20K.
5,000, bro.
5,000? Oh man, he's come a long way.
It says that
Sylvester
Stallone was homeless when he started in this movie.
I was about to say too, because that was probably before he went homeless and sold his dog.
So yeah, and that's X-rated. It's an X-rated movie that he made. So
yeah, so he went homeless, sold his dog, and then when he came out with Rocky, he was able to because he put everything that he probably had from those films into that Rocky movie. And then when he made some money back from Rocky, he bought his dog back for quadruple the amount.
Right.
Yeah, because Rocky came out in late 70s, I believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm surprised you enjoyed Rocky #1 because according to Infinite Improbability,
I said number 3.
Huh?
I said number 3.
That was your favorite?
My favorite.
Number 3?
Yeah, of course, the one with Mr. T. So 1 and 2 were obviously I watched them. I'm like, oh, they're cool. But you saw the progression because you saw Stallone in the first one, and he's like, okay, you see him, he's working out, he's getting at it. By number 3, he was like, ugh. I was like, oh, dude, he went at it. You know what I mean? It's like he really transformed the body and the mind as he was going through the Rocky movies.
That's actually
by number 3, he was jacked.
Yeah, and that's my fault. I meant to say Rambo, not Rocky, just because they're.
Oh.
So I was surprised that you liked Rambo #1. Because according to Infinite Improbability, that's the one where he killed animals, which is something that you are totally against.
I am, but he did it for survival to eat. So basically, he killed a couple boars, and then he was out there in the wilderness, and you see him cut off the leg, and then he'd have the whole thing set up to where that's what he was eating. You know what I mean? I'm totally against that. But if you're out in the wild, bro, and you're all alone, you're gonna have to eat something.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And Infinite Improbability brings out a good fact, which I actually heard myself, and that is that Schwarzenegger tricked Stallone into doing Stop or My Mom Will Shoot because Arnold faked interest in that movie and Sly jumped on it. I did hear that. I heard that myself.
I heard that too.
That's crazy. And then it actually became a hit. And then I think Arnold was like, "Oh shit," it didn't
Well,
work.
what Arnold did was, remember, he came out. He had some comedies too. Remember?
Yeah, the Kindergarten Cop. I think that's when
Yeah,
around the same time and stuff.
exactly. Kindergarten Cop. He had Twins, Junior. You know, some random ass comedies, bro.
That
You know what I mean?
that was a different story. That was a whole different vibe, man.
Yeah, weird shit. But that's what I mean. Like, I remember hearing about that too.
But
It was crazy. They always had that beef, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. Hey, but
It's
I ain't gonna
crazy,
lie,
man.
bro. One of my favorite movies like that with Arnold is Twins. I love that movie. Bro. I love that freaking movie. I could watch that anytime, dude. It's just such a great movie.
I know, bro. It's
Yeah.
without a doubt one of my favorites, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
And baby,
one of my favorites.
And my wife is like right next to me, so I just want to say before I say this next thing, baby, I love you. But that movie that Arnold had, that girlfriend of his, like, oh my god.
What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about John Travolta's wife?
Yeah, no.
Kelly
Is
Preston.
that his wife? Was that his wife?
Yeah, Kelly Preston.
From Twins.
Yeah, of course.
The one that took his virginity.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was Kelly Preston. That's John. R.I.P. She died back in like a few years ago, but that was John Travolta's wife.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He
Damn,
was hell yeah. He had a wife that of course. He was bad, bro. He said, "Oh my god." Yeah, she died, man. R.I.P. bro. But yeah, she was married
because supposedly John Travolta didn't like. He wasn't like. I don't know. Like he.
No, he had kids with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a couple kids with her, but he was married to her till she died, bro.
Yeah.
Literally, it was like, I don't know, 20, 30 years for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember her in that for sure. Kelly Preston.
Infinite Improbability says Sly covered a tattoo of his wife with his dog.
I believe it. I totally believe it. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Man's best friend, baby. That's how it works, man.
My best friend is my cat, Silver.
I got you.
And my wife, of course.
And my wife,
she was giving me the look. I had to say it.
Oh, that's hella funny, man. Twins, though, that's such a good movie, bro. It's one of my. I haven't seen that one in hella long, bro. That'll definitely be on here. It'll be on here.
My favorite part of Twins is when he gets that 50 on 2 wheels, bro. I love it. That was such a nice.
How do I do this? That shit was great, bro. That's the 50. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's the whip you need. One day you need to cop one of the 50s, bro. Because that's a perfect example.
Bro, your boy's gonna be copping Vanilla Ice's 50.
Oh yeah, he ain't gonna. I saw Vanilla, so I watch a lot of Vanilla Ice things these days. He has a whole garage of cars. Like he said, he'll never sell his actual 50.
Oh, it's not about him wanting to. I'm gonna Suge Knight it off of him.
Oh hell no. Shout out Vanilla Ice, man. Vanilla Ice, he definitely does his thing, man. And his car, if you actually see his car collection in his garage with his 50, oh bro, he has some of the best cars I've ever seen.
Right.
All from the old school, from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and then you got his the newest one was his 50. Oh man, that's iconic. Iconic, bro. You definitely need a 50 one day, bro. Get one.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Infinite Improbability says Twins, Mr. Freeze, and the Penguin. Yes, sir. All Danny DeVito and
yes, sir.
Arnold. I think they were together in all those, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they play good together because they're totally opposites.
Oh, I know.
That's why Twins was so iconic, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Man.
All right, guys, that is our movie of the day, and we were watching Rambo Part 1 and 2.
No, part 1. Part 2 came on because part 1 ended.
So we watched both of them somewhat,
Yeah.
let us move on and get into today's crypto and see what is going on with the pricing and what is going on in the markets. All right, guys, let me just pull that up for you real quick. All right, Bitcoin currently sitting at 117,937. It is down 0.72%, so it is kind of just going sideways. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, it is sitting at 3,589. It is down 3.42%, so it did drop a little bit more. Number 3 is XRP, which is at $3.10. It is down 11.39%. It did have a pretty high run up. There's a lot of people taking profit of XRP, but it looks like it already kind of hit its bottom now, and it is going to be going back up. As far as your fear and greed index, we are at 67, so we kind of dropped down into the from the greed, we're going kind of back towards the neutral, but it is in greed still. So as of right now, I would just hold on or take your profits. Don't start buying up, because if it does shoot back up, you're not going to gain that much, and you might actually lose. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.89 trillion. It is down 1.53%. So just shows you some people are taking profits, and it's just going to go, the whole global crypto market is going kind of sideways right now. Your top 5 trending coins, number 1 is XRP. Number 2 is Sahara, which is up 73%. Number 3 is M, which is up 10.43%. Number 4 is Ethereum. And number 5 is Pump, which is currently down 18.75%. As far as your top 5 gainers for today, we're going to have, let's see, number 1. Oh, okay. Number 1 again, after all this time, Cat X. Cat X is up 2,690%. Number two, we have Marturo, or Maru, which is up 932%. Number 3 is Wrapped Coinbase, which is up 589%. Number 4 is Nero Pump, which is up 568%. And number 5 is Grok. Grok is up 716%. As far as your top 100 and notable mentions, let's go with number 15, BlackRock, which is up 265%. Number 21 is Darwin, which is up 223%. Number 32 is Definitive, which is up 154%. Number 42 is Dark Times, which is up 140%. Number 51, Land Cat, which is up 65%. Number 58 is D, which is up 46%. Number 70, Newton Protocol, which is up 35%. Number 79, Doge AI, is up 29%. At number 86, we have ARX, which is up 26%. And at number 92, we have Tesla Diner. Tesla Diner is up 24%. They already made a coin for that, Jay. And at number 100, sitting in your 100 spot, we have Multi-Bank Group, MBG, which is up 22% today. All right, guys, that is our crypto news. And let's get into your guys' horoscopes for today. This is going to, or for tomorrow, actually. So this is going to be, so sorry, guys. This is going to be for July 24th, 2025, starting always with the first house, first sign of the zodiac, which is going to be my sign, Aries. Let's get into it. Hey, Jay, are you there? Yo, Jay.
Yeah. What's up?
You can't. All right, you can hear me?
What? Yeah. Why? What?
I was just doing the. I was just doing, the crypto.
Yeah.
And they had a coin in like the 90 spot or 80 spot that was Tesla Diner. They just made a new coin like that.
Of course they did.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You know why, right?
Tesla Diner, or why?
Because they just came out with it. It's brand new. Hey, can you hear me well or no?
Nah, it's breaking up pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it was. There, you just not now just started sounding okay. Keep talking.
No, yeah. No, because so I had to, I had to use the restroom, so I tried to put it away.
I can hear you perfectly now.
You can hear. There's no reverb or anything.
Yeah, as long as you don't move around too much, I can hear you perfectly. Once you start moving around, it starts kind of cutting in and out.
Well, yeah, no, because when I walk through my house, that's why.
Yeah. No, but I'm just
Okay,
saying, like,
but
even when you're making like hand gestures hella fast, it starts like whatever, like with your head, it starts like messing up a little bit on the, like when you're doing stuff like that. uh,
yeah, no, I
um,
figured they come out with a coin.
yeah. All right, guys. So starting with the first sign of the zodiac for tomorrow, we are with Aries, which is tomorrow will be a day of free flowing gratitude. Upon waking, recall all that is good around you. The more you appreciate the little things, the more joy will be brought to you. Your sunny disposition will naturally attract the warmth and joy of others. Do keep that heart open and avoid looking for petty complaints, even if struggles come your way. Then we got, we got Gemini. Hold on one second. Tomorrow, chances will arise for deeply fulfilling connections. Stay receptive, pay attention to all the people you meet. If you open your heart and express your feelings, talks will become deeper and friendships firmer. Be compassionate and willing to listen. People will feel safe and valued through your genuineness. Gemini, the universe will surprise you in beautiful ways. Keep your heart and mind open to pleasant moments. Don't brush off a small kindness. Essentially, it is the bridge towards great joy and connections. Just accept it with a joyful heart and a spirit of gratitude. Cancer, be focused and energize your dreams tomorrow. Focus all your attention on your ideals and visions, undistracted. Hold on one second. Did I? Oh no, okay. Undistracted. Believe in them very much, for then their doors shall be churned open before you with determination. Never hesitate or doubt yourself. Instead, channel your feelings into positive action. Focus on what matters to you and be determined. Then we got J sign Leo. Tomorrow, listen deeply to yourself and others. If you keep attuned to what your inner thoughts and feelings are telling you, the day will pretty much run smoothly. Try not to rush into decisions. Instead, pause and think about them carefully. Perhaps there could be something insightful coming from another person if you listen. Giving someone your attention and understanding can build bonds and clarify your mind. Then we got Virgo. Tomorrow offers the opportunity to develop understanding. Breathe through things slowing down or through someone opposing you. Your calmness and patience will bring relief to any tension in interactions. Choose your words carefully and listen attentively. Your consideration and patience will effortlessly fix everything and give peace to your heart. Libra, tomorrow your inner strength will guide you through any obstacle. Believe in yourself, particularly when the going is tough. Keep your heart calm and do not allow any doubts to undermine your confidence. Your inherent combined wisdom and equilibrium will help you through any inconveniences with ease. Scorpio, let go of any fears that are not serving your highest good tomorrow. Let go of all the worries and doubts that have held you back. Have faith in your inner strength to take on new experiences with confidence. Remember to release irrelevant fear. It opens the door to new growth and happiness. Then we got Sagittarius. Tomorrow urges you to do what feeds your soul. Think carefully about what you truly want and what you truly need to do. Take direct steps toward building what exists in your heart's eye. The moment that actions come into alignment with genuine intent, success and fulfillment will naturally follow. Then we got our Capricorns. Ensure that whatever you do, I'm sorry, hold on one second. Ensure that whatever you do tomorrow yields positive results. Keep patient and keep moving forward with your goals. Even though it might seem as if nothing is happening, do not lose faith at any point. The fruits of your sincere efforts are just around the corner. Keep calm and stay hopeful. You will realize that walking steadily towards a goal is more productive than making empty rushes. Aquarius, tomorrow one fresh idea may occur and give it a permanent touch of inspiration. Stay open minded and receptive as creativity may emerge from unusual quarters or dialogues with acquaintances. Let go of any thought or feeling that suddenly arises. Go ahead courageously and try the new way without falling into the habit of rejecting ideas from the outset. One spark of inspiration might be your gateway toward amazing options. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. Think positively even when difficulties arise. Remember, every challenge offers up a concealed favor. Let go of negativity. In fact, try to avoid it because that will drain you. Focusing on solutions will allow you to navigate obstacles with ease. Focusing on positive results will bring you closer to peace, potential success, and renewed confidence throughout the day. All right, guys, that is our horoscope for tomorrow, July 24th, 2025. Like I said, we like to do that to like help lead you guys along your day every day. Let us get into some chats. Infinite Improbability says Travolta and Preston had 3 kids. One passed away in the Bahamas from hitting his head during a seizure. Wow, didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Infinite Improbability also says Google Maps shows Travolta and Preston's house with airplanes in the driveway. Other rich people park sports cars. Travolta parks airplanes. Travolta is a very accomplished pilot.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's right. He has 2 planes actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool the way it's set up. He has a runway too, like where he
Right.
could take off. It's pretty cool,
Right.
man. It is very cool.
I mean, yeah, why drive when you can fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know who also had a pilot's license and actually crashed their plane when they were flying it because they were drunk?
Who?
Patrick Swayze.
Oh shit. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't everything was okay. Like he didn't get hurt, but he tried to cover up the whole story and everything, and it was like this whole crazy thing that happened. But he literally crashed his plane because he was too drunk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Swayze.
Yeah. That's a whole nother level, dude. Crashing a plane instead of a car. Damn.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That is. But yeah, shout out to Travolta, man, for having for being able to fly planes. It's pretty cool.
Got it, man. When you're in that level, it makes it a lot easier, man. You know what I mean? When you have your own private jets, why not?
Right.
You know?
All right, guys. Shout out to the 42 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. Let us move on and get into your guys' conspiracy of the night. All right. Jay, have you ever heard of a mountain called Mount Roraima? Roraima. Mount.
No.
I can't even say the damn mountain name. All right. Well, let's get into it then.
I'm curious.
It's a wild and ancient, mind-blowing topic. Let's dive into a place most people have never even heard of, yet it may hold the key to ancient civilizations, lost dimensions, and even extraterrestrial contact. We're talking about Mount Roraima. Oh, damn, I can't even say the damn name. Mount Roraima. Roraima. There we go. Mount Roraima. It's a mysterious flat-topped mountain at the intersection of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. This isn't just a mountain. It's a portal, a relic of a forgotten age, and a place where the laws of nature bend. It's also the inspiration for the place of Avatar, where they went through those mountains that were just floating. This is kind of
okay.
similar.
Okay.
So let's get into it. What is Mount Roraima? Mount Roraima is a tepui, T-E-P-U-I, tepui, or tabletop mountain, rising sharply above the jungle. Its cliffs are 1,300 feet high, and the summit is often shrouded in clouds. Indigenous tribes like the Piman consider it sacred and believe it to be the stump of a great world tree that once connected heaven and earth. Sound familiar? Like Avatar? It's been called the Lost World, literally. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote his famous book, The Lost World, after hearing tales of dinosaurs and strange beasts roaming the summit. And guess what? Modern day explorers say they found plant and animal species up there found nowhere else on Earth. So let's break down what's been reported. You have time anomalies. Climbers say watches stop working and compasses spin wildly like GPS devices. Um, they're useless up there. You also have a bunch of missing explorers. There are documented cases of scientists vanishing without a trace while exploring the summit. Locals believe the mountain does not give back what it takes. Then you also have a lot of strange lights reported. At night, mysterious orbs of light have been seen floating above and inside the cloud barrier around the summit. They've been called will-o'-the-wisps, but they behave like drones or probes, zigzagging and disappearing. You also have a bunch of UFO sightings. This area has one of the highest rates of UFO sightings in South America. But here's the twist. Locals say that UFOs don't come from the sky. They come out of the mountain. And last, they also believe there's portals. There's a widely held belief that Mount Roraima is a dimensional gate. Shamans have claimed to see spirits walk through invisible doors. One British explorer even described seeing a hall of glowing stones beneath the summit like a crystalline temple. So here's where it even gets deeper, guys. The summit of Mount Roraima is estimated to be 2 billion years old. That's older than most of Earth's surface. Some theorists believe this region was once home to a pre-human civilization, perhaps even the Atlanteans. Some theories suggest the Atlanteans' energy grids still pulse beneath the mountain. The summit contains an ancient power source protected by natural barriers and a vibrational frequency only few can tune into. The mountain's quartz and crystalline structures amplify energy and consciousness, which could explain the hallucinations, time lapses, and even interdimensional access. So, why haven't you heard more about this place? Well, restricted access for one. Governments have quietly put limitations on how many people can visit. Some expeditions have been denied last minute for safety. There's also a no-fly zone. There have been reports of drones and aircraft being grounded or vanishing near the summit. And of course, suppression by institutions. Institutions like the Smithsonian and National Geographic have allegedly explored it but released very limited findings. Some claim data was collected and buried. Now ask yourself, if this was just a cool looking mountain, why all this secrecy? So, getting into our closing thoughts about this mountain and questions. What if Mount Roraima isn't just a mountain? What if it's a living structure, a hidden monument, a dimensional lockbox that guards secrets secrets from before human history ever began? Why are the elite, the governments, and even scientists so afraid of people truly exploring it? And here's the biggest question. If Mount Roraima can warp time, open portals, and amplify energy, what would happen if humanity tapped into that power again? You guys got to think about that one. The mind is the key and the earth is the lock, but only the awakened will ever turn the door. Remember, guys, truth is hidden in plain sight, and the most powerful secrets aren't kept, they're forgotten. So yeah, we got to always, peel back the layers and question everything, because that's what we do when we do our conspiracies, and that's why we report these to you. I'm going to pull up a picture for you guys also of this mountain, if in case you've never seen it, because I do have a picture of it that's pretty cool. So this is what it looks like. Here you guys go. It's pretty cool looking mountain. There's like a waterfall or a couple. There's like 3 or 4 waterfalls going off of it. Jay, have you ever seen this before or no?
Yeah, everyone. I was about to say, once you pull up the picture, everyone will know exactly what.
Yeah.
Everyone uses that on every social media.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Because it's one of the only places. It's like it's above the clouds.
Above the clouds is literally like a freaking avatar type. So yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, it's one of the oldest places on Earth, and they always use it like, oh, it's the edge of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But yeah, I didn't know that was the name of it. I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But you're allowed to. You could take helicopter tours there. You can. I believe you can hike it. and climate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just obviously you have to get stuff approved, but I believe you're allowed to do all that there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
For sure.
but yeah, that yeah, I didn't know that was the name of it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
had no idea. I've seen that photo hundreds of times, except with the actual clouds covering around it. So it
Right,
looks
right.
like it's like, oh damn, where's that?
It must be some kind of energy portal or vortex because, like we were saying, compasses don't work
Could
there,
be.
GPSs don't work there.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of
there's a
like
lot of
canal.
stuff going on there.
Yeah,
You're right. A lot of stuff going on there for sure.
exactly. Infinite Improbability says there is a lot of celebrity pilots: Kurt Russell, Craig Ferguson, even Harrison Ford. Remember when Ford crashed his plane on a golf course back in 2015?
I remember that. I totally remember that.
I think he was drunk too, right?
I don't remember if he was drunk, but I
Something.
remember hearing about that. It's smart. It's a smart thing to get into, especially, like if you have that bread.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, guys. Shout out to the 44 people watching. Let us get into our last part of our show. We definitely have, I think, on record, the longest show to date, which is at 2 hours and 30 minutes as of right now, and still going. So let's keep moving. All right, Jay. As always, let us end with our final, words of wisdom for the Average Day Joe's audience. What do you have for them today, Jay?
Going back to Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. I'm going with that one because it's very important to have, a strong mindset, you know what I mean? To because that's going to influence how you are on a day-to-day basis, you know what I mean? And with your mindset being, like to have like those quality thoughts, you can improve everything in your life if you have those, like positive and a healthy mindset. So that's why I chose that one today.
So you're saying like the law of attraction, right? Like because you're having these positive mindsets and what
Yeah,
you're doing is positive, you're going to attract everything that's positive around you.
always. You kind of control everything, like it's always been said that you control, if your mindset and your thoughts are positive, you attract it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's how you improve the quality of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can control your thoughts. That's why. There's some people who can't control their thoughts. This is a true thing, but if you can control them, you could definitely, experience way more happiness and just be more positive and constructive in everything. You will live definitely a higher quality of life if you're able to do that.
definitely. Definitely. Yeah, because then everything around you that gets attracted to you is on a positive vibe,
Exactly. Same vibe, exactly. Same frequency.
Exactly. Exactly. Cool, cool. Very well said. And just kind of going off of what you're saying to, end the broadcast for the day. Remember, guys, the energy you put out is the energy you pull in. If your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, or anger, you attract more of that into your reality. But if you radiate gratitude, positivity, and purpose, the universe has no choice but to respond back in kindness. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. That is words by Buddha. So, guys, we need to stay at a higher frequency. We need to stay focused and stay believing in what's possible, even when nobody else does. Because the life you're living is the one you're building, thought by thought, day by day. Remember that, guys. The life that you are building is you're literally building your life through your thoughts. So, really, really think about that. And from now on, pay attention every day to your thoughts and what you're thinking. And when you are starting to linger into like thoughts that are not positive and kind of more on the like negative vibes, realize that you're doing that. Stop yourself and start trying to always get into that positive pattern again. Because yes, everybody's minds once in a while does astray, and you guys definitely uh, sometimes all everybody we tend to like start thinking negative, and then all of a sudden the next day you're having a really bad negative day, and you're wondering why is this happening to me, and it's literally you and you're creating that within yourself. So You know, we need to stay positive, and then you're definitely, if you're staying a majority of your life positive, you're going to have a positive outcome in your life. And to kind of end the show, health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto on the show. One last chat from Infinite Improbability. And Infinite says, today's show was so long because Michael Tominski was asking some really thinkers. Exactly. Good job, Michael. If you're still on, thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Literally, this is my brother. So from another mother, same father though. And yeah, thank you so much for chiming in and being on here. If you're still listening, DTW, we appreciate you as well. Infinite Improbability, you're always welcome. Much love to everybody that was on today. Shout out to the 44 people watching. That is pretty much it for us. We did go live for you at the gym the other day, yesterday, right? So check that out. If you missed it, we did do a nice little session for you, Q&A. All right. We will be back on tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific. So thank you again. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace out, guys.